Alright, so just a note with this. Yeah, I'm post-recording the audio because for about the first hour or so, so about to the 57-minute mark, almost 58, I didn't realize that I didn't have my mic on, so I am completely not heard of in parts like this. Now, fortunately for me, I have stuff in my throat, or rather, I'm having a sore throat at this point, which was not aided much by the stuff on the 18th of May. But it's fine. And I do know that the sort of stuff, the sort of throat stuff was probably caused by like me for the most part. So I'm not gonna punish the players type for that. But still, uh, so at this point we're just kind of going around, and talking about things. I think that in this part I might have both people muted because I do go and stop it, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think that this is a whole lot more on like the before part for me, where I kind of talked about like that's kind of what's intended, and because like I do intend for them to kind of start dealing with cultists at this point. Uh, I didn't realize at this point that my audio was off. Uh, and so that point is that sort of range is kind of what I expected and wanted them to do. Because there is something that's going to happen in Darmorn, depending on what questions they ask, as they'll be able to know about the direction of Elmarie, and get information to go up to Golden Leaf. Still have never gone there, I'll point out. Uh, and then uh, and I just realized that there's a title. Okay, you will not see a title because I'll probably delete it. But the other place was kind of just where Yanti is. Right over here, I intend for them to deal with the red dragon because like it's at least something in case they can't deal with the cultists. Plus, to the north, there's air conditioning and path. And that's kind of due to the air conditioning stuff. That's why the Red Dragon comes in to get some, or at least how the town gets money. And then also explains there's a main road actually. uh, uh, Now I still do have to port over like several maps on this, so I do hope that things like this will not be that long. Though I will say this, that it's things like this that is why I make sure that uh I go and check settings and stuff. Even more so if I go and just look over after I am recording like a DM part, and then I realize nothing's playing through, because that's kind of an issue. And the last thing I want to do is have for a 3 hour session to just not have any audio. Uh, like this part I know I could have deleted, but uh, at least with this it gives me a chance to kind of like explain everything before I actually have to deal with the uh before I actually have to deal with the players talking, to where I have to then redo. I have to make sure that I'm speaking fast enough and all that. Uh, because yeah, that's going to be a pain. Um, Not like you'll actually see my pain, and because unless you're having access to my folders, yeah, you have no idea on anything on how many failures I have. So yeah, this is probably going to be about an hour because I do have to start piecing things. Well, it will probably be about like a 2 to 4 hour thing that I have to work on, and just due to the fact that I have to watch it at least once to go and get their to get their response, and then piece together my audio from that. So yeah. Still trying to go and just make sure that the video does not go over, but it should be good enough for me to at least cut it here. Uh, so you know what happened with this, and I hope you all enjoyed the session.
Yeah. Then let me just pop up from one of their trunks and just go, where am I?
I got one better. Just let me go and actually go back and get it. There's his car.
First off, he finally wakes up from his nap. And then remember, my character doesn't sleep. He does work as sleep. Napping work.
With his
He
eyes
just wakes
closed.
up and starts looking around like, where am I? Oh no, it's here. His immediate response is, oh no, it's here. The past. Now, where is everything? I guess I'll just go to the tavern. When in doubt, look for the lawbreakers.
You don't know we're lawbreakers.
You're adventurers, he automatically assumes.
He does
Sorry,
raise
for
it.
some reason my character sheet does not want to load right now. It is just a white screen.
It did that
Oh
to me
shit!
before.
We're
You need
never allowed to
to
introduce them to Moon.
click out of it, then click back on it again.
Not working. Here, I'm just going to reload Roll20 because it seemed to be doing it after I had to re-roll it or accidentally closed it earlier.
Okay. And then he vanishes in the portal again.
Lucas, roll knowledge history for me. It will list on the sheet as history.
Just roll a d20 if it will let me. I clicked it to roll one. Did it roll? It hates me today.
Do you want me to try
Nope.
and roll the history on mine, just in case it is?
I can't even move my screen. It broke so badly.
That mine's not coming up straight away.
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair. It's been nice to me today.
I'm moving to another browser, seeing if that helps.
Want to take the 18 I rolled and just add a +1 to it?
Or do you want to check my 20?
It would also be an 18.
Ah, fair.
Because you have a +3. Because if I wrote a rolled history, that would have been a.
Sure, let's just do one of your guys' because I can't even see you guys roll at this.
So
Actually,
just
no,
take
I
a
can see
19
you guys roll.
for it.
Okay, you remember that the top one is named Catherine, the lower one is named Estrella.
Yeah, because if I would have rolled history at that, I would have gotten a 27.
We're
Oh, hi, Catherine. I keep forgetting to press the button. Yes.
Ah,
Here, let me
Uh,
try something, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Am I echoing for you guys? Because sometimes it doesn't.
no, you're fine.
there's no echo. No echo.
No echo on my end.
Sometimes it echoes other people, and I don't know why.
That's weird.
So if it starts doing that, tell me. Okay. Tell me if you start hearing yourself twice, because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, and I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do.
I think it's because I use a TV as a monitor.
That could be why. That could be why.
It has been a while, but did you actually need anything, William?
I have no clue how I got here. I was asleep again.
That is not good. You really should be more mindful when you're behind the wheel. Oh, after all, that's how accidents come to play, but it is you after all. You probably know where you're going. Hopefully.
After the second 1,000 year, you just sort of learn.
Wait. How old are you?
I lost count after around 2,100-ish.
Byron
Oh.
just is just staring at you, and he's going to insight check to see if you're telling the truth. 24. I never get insight checks that work, and now it works. You son of a bitch. uh, really?
What did it come up with?
He's not lying. He's
God
like
damn it.
over 2,000.
I'm just staring
I
at
thought you were human.
I'm a
You
half
look
elf.
human. Oh,
that explains it.
do half elves live that long?
Not normal.
Arcana. Oh, I nat one for a 14. Yeah,
And ability checks do not function by that
yeah,
rule.
I
He
know.
thinks I'm the
So,
literal embodiment of the law.
And you do know from that though that they don't usually live that long. So if it is there, then it's probably some special reason.
It's supernatural logic.
pretty sure-
Half-breeds are way stronger than the original.
I'm pretty
I've always
sure
found that
half elves don't live that long. How are you alive?
That damn fuck he
They're
carries.
still criminals, and therefore, if they're still criminals, I'm still around to chase them.
Divine interference. Byron's just thinking divine interference. There has to be some divine interference in this, and I'm not going to question it because God's work in mysterious ways.
I just put my hand on his shoulder and just say, I stopped questioning it too a long time ago.
Okay. Oh, okay. Goes back over to Catherine. Well, I hope you have a great day, and if you see Ma around, tell him we stopped by and everything. And it was nice talking with you. That's okay. No, just tell him we stopped by see me to look for him and see if he was around. But I have a feeling that you most likely have some way of either contacting him or he'll contact you or you'll see him at some point. So he'll get the message. But
Wait, do you guys need to see that person?
Yes.
I mean, we were kind of looking for him to see what he's up to.
Okay, follow me.
As we leave, I will ask him if he has taken a contract for Candy yet.
Oh, what?
You know,
Oh, okay.
okay.
Does it come in butterscotch flavor?
Oh god.
He's gonna
Basically,
lean really into the old person.
Wyron's asking if you took the if you have like the contract and everything.
Sure. Yes.
Which one did you get?
The one that lets me tase people more easily. I had to carry a magical stick before.
Oh, you have lightning.
I have ice. I can turn myself into a statue as well.
And I have psychic.
If you die, it's on you.
Is there a door?
There's a bridge.
I want to walk. I was gonna say I walk up to the bridge and say hello. How you doing?
I'm Byron will follow Will's lead on this.
Yeah, same here.
He's been here before.
I got a 19 on the bridge.
The bridge mentally responds to Will. I am good. How about you?
I'm really glad now I said hello to the bridge.
Why?
Because it's sentient.
I got a 20 unnatural. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, Mr. Bridge.
I just look at
would
why.
Wyron, I mean,
Okay,
would Wyron recognize this or?
I will point out the insight from Will is unneeded. He would already know. Wyron probably would not know, but it would be Arcana.
17.
Yeah, he would know that it's the 5. I'm pretty sure that he would know that was the 5. I'll say that it was some creature that was the sentient bridge. I forget the name of the creature. I know that I was told about it a long time ago. I can ask the person again if I really need to.
Can Wyron see a thought? Can Wyron see the bridge's thoughts?
If Wyron is focusing on the bridge, then yes, Wyron can read the bridge's thoughts.
It is a creature. Wyron would, if realizing that it's sentient, Wyron will concentrate on the bridge and say, "Hello, my name is Wyron."
The bridge responds, my name is Bridget. How are you?
I'm doing quite well.
They all, here are shouting from the other side of the bridge. What do you people need, and why are you here?
They made it so I could taste people earlier very easily. So I said they could talk to her, or I'd at least help them to. I just woke up.
Good morning, but who are you referring to?
What's her
EMA.
name? Kimmy.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm someone that is protected by him while he studies me.
Who says he's not done with that study yet? And therefore, or we shouldn't let you in.
Don't know, but if he is, and he has been studying me, I like to see the notes.
A lot of them are secret or mentally kept. There's probably not many notes for you to even look at.
Look, I'm just with the law. Tell her that the law has come and wants to see if this all has a permit or whether or not I need to chase someone down.
I'm going to ask the bridge if I can cross.
That's for me as well.
If you get permission from the other side, then sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna cross now, Mr. Bridge. Thank you for letting me use you.
I say the same thing, so I'm not too sure if I want to piss it off or not.
Fair enough. Wire understanding that with the sentient being sells it thank you and gives it a little pat as he walks past it.
Can my character just like bring out a little butterscotch cook or a butterscotch candy and just put it on the bridge?
The bridge does not need food, but sure, go ahead. I also thought I prepared MA's house a whole lot better than this, because this clearly is not well done at all.
That's, it's fine.
Is that a Terraskew?
Yes, that is a Tarask.
Yeah, he owns one.
This is bringing back memories for my character.
I know it is, specifically of the Kool-Aid lolly.
He's not sure, but he is now twitching violently.
Go, Lucas. You okay?
Memories.
Do I need to slap you out of it?
Nah. Just remembering the portal incidents.
I shudder at the Christmas portal. Ugh. Thanks for the
Byron
flashback.
shudders at all the portals he's had to go through.
Talking
And
friggin' reindeer.
if you guys notice, Byron goes blank eyed, shudders, and just like turns even paler than he normally is.
Yeah, I'd shudder at the reindeer.
Slowly, we're creating a support group. We're not actually adventurers, we're just a support group.
Hold on, Portals Anonymous. PA. I'll
Yeah. Okay.
We just see all this being magically built before our eyes.
Do they have a permit for this?
Just simply for comedic sake, yes, it gets built before their eyes. It was not originally there, but yes, he would still have a permit to go and do things like this.
That's fair.
I like the idea that it's just being built before us.
Just like some Harry Potter shit or something like that.
It's a defense mechanism. It's a defense mechanism. If you're not meant to be here, the house doesn't appear. It's just a grassy field.
That's actually a good idea.
With a terrace skew in it. A terrasque.
I can just literally eat you whole.
You want a butterscotch candy?
Do note, at this point, the Triax is still sleepy because it's not been woken up to go and be fed yet.
I'm going to assume the dead bodies of their enemy. It's body disposal.
Normally, it's just meat they find, but yeah, enemies do get fed to them.
Human corpses.
Nah, because it could be, for all we know, an orc, maybe a celestial. Who knows? It's a mammoth.
Goddamn mammoths.
I start walking down the sidewalk to the house.
I'm following behind. Yes.
Yep. I
Okay.
keep pressing the button even though I don't have to because it's an automatic thing.
Yeah, same.
Ooh, is that a food court?
Food storage, but same thing, really.
To our left? Oh, I'm talking about this. Oh, I thought it was a food court.
I thought it was a food court as well.
Mhm.
Oh, fair enough.
Fair enough.
MA, upon realizing that there's people here, states, it's, what do you all need?
I poke him and go, "You're the one who wanted to come here."
Okay, Warren, you're up.
Sorry, I was muted. Okay. So I step forward and tell him, well, from everything I understand, you were studying me, so I'd like to know what for, and if you have any notes on it, to actually be able to tell what the hell is going on and read them myself.
The reason is personal, so I will not need to address that. As for the notes, a lot of the notes I keep are mental, so you would not be able to access them really.
And what did you detect?
You mean the forest?
Yes.
There's nothing really special about the forest, though.
I mean, it
Doesn't
involves
matter.
a
Well,
lawbreaker. That's why I'm interested.
You mean him as he points at Wyron?
Oh no, not him.
So the null.
I'm just not sure the other thing with him has a permit for what it's doing.
Who knows? But it's classified information either way.
Wait, what?
I'd still like to know what it was, and if it's not dangerous to me, can it be used to improve myself?
Like I said, the information is classified, but when the time comes, you'll know.
But what is it exactly? I have theories, but
Don't worry about it. It's not harmful to you. You'll just know when the time comes.
can I get a straight answer from you if I guess right?
I will not answer that question.
Yes, the mystic bullshit quest.
Is it related to my bloodline?
Who's to say? The only people that really know are me and the gods.
Okay.
Do you have a permit for your bloodline?
Do you have a permit to exist?
Yes, and I pull out my permit.
Byron looks to him and like, did you give him that?
Stop
I
it,
need
I'm
you
crying.
to. Byron kind of just walks up. Can you forge me one?
No, but I could report you.
You
Damn it.
do realize you just said that in front of me, right?
Hey, I said that. I went up to. That's why I walked up to him because I whispered that to him. Like, I. All right. Well, no. I went up to him and I whispered it to him. I was like underneath my breath, like I'm like, damn.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to bring you back to the town and then have you write up a permit.
Yeah. $22.
Wyron recognizes the lolly near MA as the one that went through the building.
Wait, is it the same lolly?
I sped it up, but yeah, it was the same lolly.
Mm-hmm.
I start growling, but I'm holding myself back.
My character just ignores that it even exists.
MA draws a rapier and points it at Wretched. Do not be growling in my house if you know what's good for you.
So, are you a ghost, or do you just have the ability to pass through walls?
She replies, no, not really.
I shout over the lolly, you tormenting me for a reason.
She's hiding behind MA, but she says, because it's fun, and do I need a reason?
Goddamn trolls.
Why will wave his head, nod his head back and forth, then like, yeah, it is kind of fun.
I glare over at Ryan and don't you freaking start.
He points over at Wretched and says, I could easily let anything go on to you in here.
I could turn
What's
you
that?
into a turtle. So I would
Do you have a permit for turning people into turtles?
I have the law on my side.
Do you have a permit for having the law on your side?
I'm
You
a
just gave
wizard.
me-
I'm allowed to do whatever I wish when it comes to turning people into whatever. Pretty sure that. Warren looks over to MA. Looks at the lolly.
That was you.
Did
I start
Wyron feel
growling.
anything from himself when he did it, or
I just start growling really badly. It's like
wasn't
whenever I
me
find
either?
that person, they're gonna die.
Also, I understand that you're well, according to legends that, and you say that it's been passed down through the ages. That the title and may has been passed down over that time. You would have come across you and your predecessors, if that's what it actually is. You would have come across a lot of probably arcane secrets and other things like that.
There most likely are. Why?
Would it be possible for me to procure some of those secrets, or to look over and study some of the stuff that you have?
No, and even if you were to do it, I could probably go and protect them far better than what you could if you're looking to do that.
What about the stuff that you have that could be useful, like say like artifacts or things of magical nature that you no longer use or just have lying around?
Any sort of magic thing I have, I find
Good one.
some use for if it is not to be protected.
Mm. What about just magical items that you've collected off of your enemies that you no longer have use for? Could we procure those?
I've already told you about the magic item situation, and it would be the same whether it's an enemy magic item or if it's mine.
And just
Portal opens, sucks him through. Hmm.
that was like that was like the perfect timing ever.
Yes. I love how the last thing you hear from him is, hmm.
And then think. Oh, Jesus.
His character just gets sucked up into a portal, disappears.
Um, it's like I'm not here anymore. Bye bye. Yay!
Hello?
Hello.
You okay then?
All right. Sorry, I dropped out. So, Wire's ready. Yeah, Wire's just gonna straight up tell him that because I'm trying to establish a relationship with you to make a powerful ally.
I will make one thing clear to you, sir. I decide whether I'm your ally or not. You do not make me an ally.
It's more like trying to just get a foot in the door to talk to you.
My
I don't
character
really
looks confused in the corner.
I don't really care about magical items. I'd rather just.
I'm, I'm still
I
looking
don't think
pissed
you're
off.
evil.
Being evil or good is a matter of opinion. Some people find me as good, some people find me as evil. Either way, it doesn't really matter much to me.
Is it Taco Tuesday yet?
Yes, and Meta, you're all trapped in.
Great. Taco Tuesday on a Thursday.
I turn around to Lucas and it's like, are you permanently high?
No, I'm just thinking of the God Emperor of mankind.
It's like, I back away slowly. It's like, okay then.
We do not talk about the God Emperor of mankind.
Does anybody here watch TTS? By any chance? Damn.
Yes.
Nobody got my joke with that Taco Tuesday.
No.
Nope.
Sorry.
It's fine.
But no. Warren is just gonna be like, I'm a wizard.
Teach me.
I like to, and I'm a wizard of a god bloodline. And one of the things that Mishra preaches is to, well, she's the Lady of Mysteries, and you're a mystery. And
I'm the law.
I've always wanted to. Whenever I find a mystery, I always try and figure things out. Reading books, asking questions.
It is better to ignore me. People have tried to figure me out, but none have succeeded.
I second that. Is there a equivalent number that I can second that with?
Okay.
I shot over to
So
Myron now.
Warren's going to ask him straight. Would it be harmful for me to know more about you?
50 gold says yes.
It depends on what you figure out.
Action.
Some things would be, yes, harmful to you. Other things, not so much.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, because Warren's trying to. I mean, do you?
I'm going to stay with Myron because I'm going to ask him about Alice.
Warren's actually going to ask him, like, do you practice the arcane?
There's no need for me myself to actually do the arcane, and as I can find basically anybody that could do any spell I would need. Cars are one example.
At that, Warren raises an eyebrow.
Vroom vroom.
Were you the one that helped design them, or did you just?
Yes, but as I'm no businessman, I didn't care to do mass production.
I would kind of. Warren has been like in like downtime when he can, just like trying to study it, like figure out how exactly it works and everything. So Warren's going to ask him like, straight up, "Can you teach me how to mess around with it, such as let's say make it fly?"
Flying would take egg alterations. Part of how it runs already is due to physics, and it would not be physically possible to make it fly, without modifications, of course.
Hmm. What kind of modifications? Can we get technical with this?
Part of what would need to be changed is those tires, that make it normally go.
Hmm. Well, what if you want to keep it where? Well, what if you want to keep the tires for going on the ground sometimes, but also be able to lift off and fly? Could that be done?
it would be very difficult to accomplish. And there's so many other things I would rather do than that.
Hmm. Because I've been thinking about it for a while on like ways to get because it'd be really cool. You have to admit it'd be really cool to have a flying car.
No, not really. I'm already capable to do things like that. It's not going to be that much of a thing for me to do a flying car.
Well, at least now we know where you live. So if we ever need to get in contact with you or ask you and try and ask you for information, we can, and I don't have to keep wasting spell slots to send to you sending on you when you don't respond with a simple "Hey, I'm busy. Don't contact me."
That is because he, as he points at William, normally knows as I am busy 90% of the time. So if I especially don't respond, I'm probably busy anyway.
What's up?
Is he seriously over 2,000?
Yes,
And how old are you?
I will not respond to that question.
Damn it. Which I need to look at my because is he one of the adventurers that you told me about?
MA was not on that list, but William Greenmus
Huh.
was.
The
Uh-huh.
memory.
Was he the one that was? What is he? Was he
And
the
I
one that
think this
was?
is the actual first time I've heard his name. So, William Green Mist. Ah, yeah. Uh, Wyron is actually going to recite somewhat from his memory. No one will see William Greenmist fought beside Ma. I'm not sure how well he was able to help him. Wait, Wyron's now going to actually make that connection. Ma and not Ma, because Wyron's been reading as Ma this whole entire time because that's what he's thought. And oh, Wyron's going to tilt his head and realize, oh, you beat the Seven Terrors.
There have been multiple people who considered MA. So all that proves is just that some predecessor of mine beat the Seven Terrors, or I'm really old.
Yeah, look,
Holy
and
shit.
ask him to meet Alice.
Yeah, Wyron's going to step over here and put his hand against the wall. It's like, holy shit. Well, Court. Well, yeah. Put here, wall. Okay. Now you can ask him about Alice.
Yes. Would you know where Alice May is by any chance?
Why do you ask about Alice May and who even is Alice May?
Because she's my girlfriend and fiance.
Okay, but why do you need to know about her? And like for what reason?
So I need to know where she is. She was
What
kidnapped.
makes you think that I would tell you if I do know Alice May? But more importantly, which Alice May are you referring to? There are several Alice Mays that I may know, and I would rather not have to deal with you again because I told you the wrong information. Um,
Maybe if you looked into Wyron's mind, if you can, you'd be able to see a picture of it on my mind.
He can't anymore, or at least I don't think he can.
Oh yeah, true.
Never
Well, if you look,
underestimate the assassin.
maybe if you look into my mind.
There may be one thing that he does, but no, he does not. So he says, "As I can't. I need a description, sir."
Hello, silence, my old friend. You've come to ding again.
Okay, no, I was incorrect. Apparently, he even said, "I have no idea who you're talking about."
Good. Done. Well, oh well. Worth a try. Okay.
Follow suit.
Don't question, just do.
Yep. I believe we just been invited to dinner.
It's Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday on a Thursday on Sunday. Oh no. Hey, look on the bright side. It's going to be Spaghetti Saturday.
Wait a minute. I just noticed something, but can somebody explain why this came up for toil?
I think it's saying
And
something about the newest movies. The newest movies.
Yeah, the newest movies. Exactly.
the newest movies.
That's all you need to know.
There's a civil. I find it funny too because people are talking about the civil war in Star Wars that's happening right now because of Kathleen Kennedy. Oh, okay. I guess it isn't funny then. Okay, I get it. I'm not funny.
I yeah.
Yes.
Ironically, I have taquitos.
Yes, I'll leave the room.
Wash
Ignore
up
the
and then
face.
leave.
Okay. So you start my lap then?
So at this point, the lolly is kind of bringing in food, kind of setting out on the table like tortillas, pickles, black olives, and other things that you would be able to use to kind of fit into a taco. So like basically, if somebody would normally put onto a taco, or could put onto a taco, assume that it's there.
Middleness is lawliness.
He points over at William Greenmist and says, "So is it kind of rude to be that far away from others or everybody else?"
True, and he walks up back over here. And he doesn't go like around this way. He goes this way. The longest possible route. Yes.
Hey, exercise.
So, since you are here, or more specifically you, I feel like you'll find this interesting. Take a look at this report from Darmorn. Apparently, the next town over recently got attacked. Not sure quite what, but there's probably a lawbreaker there if you want to go pursue them.
I'm gonna make a taco and then I'm gonna roll a constitution save to see if it was poisoned.
Why? There literally is no poison. The Constitution save does not matter.
Expected.
And it's like, he will be missed.
And it's at this point that I realized I completely forgot to change that my sound was off. You guys were heard. I wasn't. Oh well.
Smack and tear.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
this is a matter of saying, it shall be done, my lord.
Are glasses provided for us?
Yeah. Glasses would be provided.
Warren pulls out Sora's wine that he has, and pours
Did you
up a
give that
glass of
to
wine.
the other MA?
He got another bottle.
I mean-
Remember,
Oh, fair.
this one's not poisoned.
Yeah, right.
Which you bring that up, Warren's gonna look at him and like, did you ever get that? Did you perhaps chance get that bottle of wine back from that Shadow MA?
No, we it got broken in that fight.
That was good wine.
I was like to Warren saying, yeah, give me a glass of water, please, mate.
I pour him a glass of wine. Offer some to MA.
He goes and denies it, saying that he usually does not drink anything that might impede his cognitive ability.
I offer some to the lolly.
She also declines for the same reason.
And Will.
I don't have a permit to drink.
Puts a
MA
cork back in
goes
the
and
bottle.
writes up
puts it down.
something and says, "There you go." As he hands it to William.
Well, damn,
Warren
I
uncorks
can't use
bottle
that
again.
excuse anymore.
Warren uncorks the bottle and offers it again.
Fine.
Pour you a glass of wine. It's almost empty now. But still, put the cork back in, put the bottle back up, eating tacos and drinking wine.
Like a good day. Or
Yep.
evening.
I mean, you are somebody under Dionysus now, Richard.
Uh-huh. So without like a good reason why, there's really not really a reason to refuse a drink.
Yeah, such as if you know that's poison, but if you don't know it's poison,
Yeah.
then you should drink.
Yes.
But after taking a drink from the wine, Warren's going to ask, why did he try and like force feed that wine to you?
Don't worry about it.
Are you trolling him?
He goes and points at you and says, "No, I am not." As he also goes and makes a seemingly taco-ish type thing.
Makes burrito.
I mean, fair. That's what my family usually does with tacos.
Same.
Same.
Warren is making What type of meats does he have? Does he have pork?
Yeah, he probably would have pork.
Wyron makes a pork taco with
And to be fair, if
lettuce,
anything else
everything.
doesn't get used, you can just feed it to the Tarask.
Mm-hmm.
At least then there'll be no food wasted.
Yeah. To be fair,
Makes for good
that's
garbage
why the
disposal.
Tarask got up. It was being fed.
Okay.
Still can't believe you tamed a Tarask.
Are you actually asking
What
that
other-
to him?
Yes.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's a beast that literally is supposed to eat worlds, and you tamed it into a pet and mount. That is
What?
unbelievable.
What's so shocking about that?
Exactly. It's more pacified is the proper term.
Still, you pacified a beast that normally people you either have the choice of killing it or running. Normally,
I mean, I think that it more just got beat down so much that it just stopped caring and stopped trying to eat the worlds.
I keep on shaking my head in disbelief. It's like you guys are going to kill me by the end of this.
you
More than
realize
likely.
that's not normal, right? No normal person would be able to do that.
Do you forget who you're talking to, sir?
Exactly. That's why it's so unbelievably awesome. What other creatures do you
I-
have that you're
I just
taming?
say, I mentioned everyone in the room. I just like how we're having a dinner with MA and no one's actually commented on that.
He goes and says, "As I have an incinerator, or at least attempting to." That's about all that you need to know.
Wyron narrows eyes. Flame elementals?
Sure, let's go with that.
Insight check. This never works against him. 17.
Okay, you feel like it might be something more powerful than a elemental, but you're not quite sure
I'm
on
going
what
to
it would
do
be.
I want to do an Arcana check and see what the most powerful elemental I know about is. A fire elemental I know about is. Ooh,
Okay, you know that the most powerful fire elemental, because the flame elemental myriad is not much more powerful than a fire elemental, is a phoenix.
Wyron's going to put down his taco. After going halfway through it, look at MA. His face is going to go pale. And he's going to look him straight in the eyes and ask him, "Do you mean a phoenix? You're
He
turning a
replies,
phoenix?"
why would I have something so dangerous in my own home, or even around it?
Insight check.
You would know that somebody that would actually go and have that in their home is crazy.
I think he's crazy. So,
It sounds like something
oh
he
my
would do.
god. Oh my god. Where is it?
Where is what?
Wyron is looking at him and smiling with a big goofy grin on his face. Where is the phoenix?
I already told you, only somebody insane would have that in their home. Or around it.
I just back away
Wyron gives him
slowly.
a look. Wyron gives him a look like, uh-huh. And where is the phoenix?
He points at you and says, "Are you calling me insane?" As
I
he kind
believe
of glares at you.
Wyron nods, yes.
I back up more.
On what grounds do you think I'm insane?
as he just sighs and, well, after he sighs and just places his hand on his head.
You exist in your very existence and
Tarask.
history.
History.
Also agree with the Tarrasque.
MA. You.
You know
Now.
me.
You see an old man bust through the door and
You know the
say,
lolly.
"They're not wrong, you know." As he just replies, "Shut up!"
Who the hell
Yeah.
is that?
An old man, don't worry about him.
You know, every old mansion like this needs an old man.
I mean, is his name Sebastian? Is he a butler?
Nah, it has to be Alfred.
Ah,
Yeah, it's got to be Alfred.
Alfred. Okay. On the other side, you're taming a phoenix and turning it into an incinerator. That is awesome. How's it going?
If it's not something out in my courtyard, chances are it's not going well.
It's in
Give
the
it time.
secret underground basement.
Warren picks back up his taco, takes a bite, chews for a second. So what's the problems with it so far?
What else would you suspect a phoenix would have a problem with?
Ooh, 10 gold on that. It burns everything.
I'll take that.
That's a
He points at you.
Yes?
as in you're right. I mean, well, in that case, it'd be more of a containment issue. And
If you need containers, well, from the black market that'll actually work, I can get my contact with my contacts.
I doubt
I'm
he
pretty
needs
sure
help with
he
that.
has
He goes
better
and points at you and
contacts.
says, "As I have my own resource to do it, and a lot of what you would find I could do, either make better, or I can go
Or
and find
find
myself."
cheaper.
I can
Yeah.
slap it with a book.
He goes and says, "I'm pretty sure that I have not been able to pacify it by repeatedly beating it down, that hitting it with a book would not help."
I could freeze
I
it.
mean, phoenixes, well, they're kind of stubborn
They don't
creatures.
read the law book to it. I've heard that breaks people's spirits a lot. I don't get why. It's such an interesting read.
I shout over the tail to you, maybe.
God, just because half of the recruits get mind broken before they pass initiation. Huh, weak-willed. Back in my day, and he just starts rambling.
I mean,
I will
laws are
say-
interesting things.
The old man comes back and says, "Back in my day, laws didn't exist." And then closes the door.
Well, same
just like-
for me! That's why we added them!
I just look over to MA. It's like, who the hell was that?
Alfred Hashimoto, one of the people I know.
Told you it was Alfred.
I just shake my head. Whenever I go into mansions, there's always someone named Alfred.
Alfred is just a common name.
No.
In mansion.
Fair.
No, so I'm trying to okay, so there it is. I'm gonna roll Arcana to see what I know about phoenixes. Let's see if I can. 25.
Alright. Wait, why was I about to look up a phoenix? I literally had it just down. You know that usually you don't actually find them as really the only times that you actually see elder elementals are usually by people trying to go and make a cataclysmic end. It also doesn't need food, air, drink, or even sleep. And it's usually an apocalyptic enemy. With the most dangerous thing being the fact that since it's in this world, that means it can't really be taken out of this world.
Then you're obviously not trying hard enough.
I mean, whenever you kill it, it just becomes an egg. So, and then it hatches a new phoenix. So it's literally impossible to remove it unless you have certain spells that can banish it.
What about just destroying the egg?
I don't think there is a way to destroy the egg.
I don't think so either. I mean, have you had it have you killed it and turned it back into an egg and then tried to raise it?
How do you think I got it here?
And yet it still doesn't recognize you as a friend?
I believe that it keeps its past memory.
Ah.
That, and it only seems to just naturally want to destroy basically the world, and it's one of those people that wants to just see the world burn.
Does it have a permit for that?
I shift my eyes side to side, and it's like.
Why do you think I'm trying to pacify it so that it doesn't go and do that permitless?
Yep.
I ask Emma, would you be mad if we decided to go on crusade against a certain religion called Holy Water?
I've heard of that before. I'm pretty sure I know the town, but if I recall correctly, the people would probably be more like succubi, essentially. Well, succubi or incubi, depending on whether they're receiving being it from a priest or a priestess. So it just depends on whether or not you want to destroy the people that are feeding succubi or incubi. Or at least
That's fine.
Well, the succubi or incubi, as well as any massive perverts that might be there.
I'm more about the perverts.
I mean, technically, the succubi and incubi might not have a permit to exist on this plane.
No, they do.
They do?
Yeah, they pay for it.
Huh.
I mean, most of the time, they open a lot of brothels all over the place, Usually you need a business permit, and, it's pretty easy to get the permit for the other thing.
True. And then again, you can always open up a green light district where a lot of the shit is just legal.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, to be fair, the green light district is more because it's legal.
Yeah.
Because a red light district and a green light district are basically the same thing. Only difference is red light it's legal, green light it is legal.
Yeah.
And yes, I did actually look that up when I made it.
Oh, that's fair.
But
yeah, that's why I knew that it was called a green light district, not just like a red light district, which was my additional. But that was my original term for it, and then I figured out, oh hey, green light district is a term, and that's essentially what it was.
I mean, technically, people use red light district to describe both anyway, because usually they have red lights in them, and people tend not to look up the term, so you could have used it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
what I
green
would
light
say.
district just means more that's allowed rather than
Yeah.
it's illegal.
Oh,
Yeah, but
have you tried mental magic? Like manipulating its memories or anything like that.
Uh, I think that the wanting to bathe the world in fire is more in its nature, which is why it's so hard to remove that part of it.
I keep on smiling whenever the word fire is mentioned, like a evil Joker grin smile.
we can start feeding it prisoners.
Mm,
True,
I
but
mean,
that won't help much. Because all it would do is just make sure that it just burns the body and the bones.
yeah. I mean, if you're just looking for a containment issue for it, and then just containing it and tossing stuff into it, sure. But I think you're thinking along the lines of actually being able to let it free and not let it having it destroy a whole entire world. Correct?
Yeah, pretty much. Like any elder elementals or anything that I really keep up here, primarily would be things that try to destroy the world, but yeah, they really shouldn't destroy the world.
Wire latches onto one thing in that sentence: other elder elementals.
What?
You have other elder elementals.
I didn't say I had them, but other elder elementals do exist, such as the Elder Tempest, a Leviathan, and a Zarathan.
At the mention of the Leviathan, Wired will shudder because he's faced the Leviathan, and that is going to. Wait a second. You have the Leviathan. I know you do, or at least you can summon it.
What do you mean?
It was in the freaking sewers of my hometown. Crap, I forgot the name of it.
Dunwich.
Dunwich. It was in the sewers of Dunwich.
That doesn't mean that I summed it there.
Well, then Dunwich has one.
Fair.
And again, how did they tame it?
Nothing says that they actually tamed it.
Or contained it?
Fair.
Hmm.
Uh,
But
but I will say one thing about what you said. If I had summed it there, then most likely would have lost my life, since typically they do need big rituals to be summoned, and usually one or more casters lose their life casting and bring it here.
true. But yeah, I'll think on this on the Phoenix problem for you and see if I can come up with something to maybe help you out with that. It's an interesting possibility, especially if you want to, say, incinerate a few dragon menaces that cause problems throughout the nations.
Is it any good against trees?
The
Wyron
Phoenix?
Don't
laughed.
let Mira say that, or Mara.
Can wipe out a whole forest by itself. Hell, it could if you give it enough time, it'll turn the whole entire world into an inferno.
He points at Wire and says, "That's why it would be contained."
Yeah, and why I'm not concerned about it, because since it's you probably have it contained in a very secure place that's
Why not
not
just
going to
dump
get
it
out of.
into the elemental fire plane?
But if it's there, it's not of any use to us.
That and it still would want to be burning this world, and then
I
also
mean, it wants
people
to
can
burn all
summon
planes of
it
existence.
and try to bring about chaos if they so chose.
I mean, why let your enemies have access to a weapon of mass destruction when you can just keep it for yourself?
He goes and says, "I'm more going to have them so that the enemies don't have them, and I try to pacify them. Weapons are mass destruction and should not be used at all."
I mean, yeah, because if you destroy the world, what the hell is the point in living in the world?
He goes and
Because I like
replies,
the
"Well,
smell of
you do live in
napalm in the morning.
space."
Bard tilts his head to the side and considers that. Then puts it away for later because it's going to take a long time to figure that out.
Oh. So, do you guys have anything else you want to speak to MA about?
No, I'm good for that.
Nope. I just wanted to drop in pretty much to annoy him.
Okay then.
I have a question really quickly.
What?
I know that I've heard something about the weird alien tree. Does my character also know about that?
Oh, yeah.
MA
I've run
might
the
have
rumor.
mentioned it a little bit, but that would be about it.
Okay, my character is going to ask him and say, I've been hearing some really fucking weird rumors lately.
About what?
About some law-breaking alien tree.
Oh, at that point,
The one from space, I take it.
Yeah. Well,
Byron
alien.
will chime in and like describe how it looks with all the weird fleshy body parts and all that stuff, and say that one. I've seen it. Candy
I
showed it to me.
don't
I've
really
seen it.
know. It's just something the recruits speak about in whispered tones, but, I've been looking into it.
He goes and replies, "I have nothing to really mention of that. Uh, I do know that's very powerful. Oh, but as for exactly how it is, I can't be 100% sure. Or rather, I can't be 100% sure on how to beat it."
I mean, you think you could beat it?
No, I cannot beat it alone.
Keywords alone.
How powerful would we have to be of use for you?
Who knows? All I know is just that it's a very powerful being, and some people have managed to go and do away with it. And I'm kind of researching about what are the repercussions of doing that. But nothing else. I do have a extreme failsafe that I can implement should things go very south with it.
So then I mentioned that, so just like with the what the poppers have as well, a nuclear bomb.
A nuclear bomb would not manage to do nearly enough. And even still, oh, oh, it would probably evade it, uh, and we would not be able to get anywhere near to being out of the blast radius. Well, nowhere near to getting out of the blast area. without bringing that thing also out of the blast area.
Fair enough.
You just have to accept death.
He goes and points at him and says, "Very true, but I'd rather go and get it to where it could be defeated without people dying. Or with as many, with as little casualties as possible."
Fair enough.
Well, it's been a great lunch. And now that we know where to find you, we can, if we have need, we'll find you. We won't bug you. And I'll try not to message you as much.
And as you're leaving, his eyes go wide as he just goes and yells, "What? What is occurring?" As he seems pissed about something.
Oh no,
What's
this
happening?
has the startings of a quest.
He goes and says, "I'll be right there." And he goes and says, "I need to go deal with something, and now, and because I did hear about something for you, if you want to check it out, I did hear about some lawbreakers in the next town over a little bit ago."
I don't think so, no. I haven't even gone outside. I'm sorry, my dad. You
Yeah,
were supposed,
I
he was
heard.
supposed to get a package and he hasn't got it.
Yeah. So MA did talk about lawbreakers being in the next town over. Did you want to investigate that, or did you want to do something else?
Lawbreakers.
I mean, yeah.
Let's go get some breakers.
Lawbreakers.
So do I take it that your character just immediately rushes out of the place, talks to the bridge to ask for passage out, and then just heads to the next town
First
over?
he says bye to his friends, and then he just sort of just walks out like a imposing stomping, like the Imperial Guard from
To
Star
be
Wars.
fair, he kind of is saying bye as he rushes off more towards like his basement, essentially.
Okay, then I'll say bye to the lolly to be polite, and then ignore everything else about her.
Yeah,
And
she
then
goes and says, "Have a good day," as she also bows.
I just glare at the lolly thing.
don't glare; it might piss them off.
She also goes and turns around and says, "By the way, no, you'll do good to not glare at people, especially ones that could easily kill you."
See, this is what I mean when I say don't glare at the lolly. You might get sucked into the portal.
Like, she started this. And then I walk away quickly.
Shut up, you won't win. There is no winning. There are only
Warren
levels
makes
of
sure that
losing.
he's after, and says, he says, "Please fear my friend. The tacos were delicious. Hope you all have a great day." And
She
then
goes
proceeds
and
to leave.
She replies,
Oh.
"You're welcome," as she continues further into the house. And so you guys reach the town of Darmorn. And as you see it slightly burned and with bodies lying all over the place. What do you guys do now that you are here?
I say, looks like we missed
Actually,
a
to be fair, I
party.
should put you on the sidewalk, but yeah.
Where's the lawbreaker?
Are there people around, or are they just
I
streets
said to Warren,
deserted?
they seem to be not around, or if they are around, they're probably in some building.
Okay,
I sent
first,
fire. Looks like someone's having a good time without us.
I prefer not to kill innocents.
I mean,
No, I meant the
there's
bed.
people all across the ground just seemingly singed with their bodies. Same thing with the various buildings. But as for the buildings, outside of like slight singeing and like a fire was there and then kind of put out quickly, there wasn't much done to the buildings.
To be more civic, I'd prefer not to kill innocents for no fucking reason.
Oh, same here. It just means we missed being
Well,
able to fight them. The people
I
who
think they're
did this.
still around, or close by at least. Let's. So Wyron's going to. So this is a building here. Wyron's going to find the doorway and just like try and go into it, or he's gonna look inside and see if there's anybody there.
There doesn't seem to be anybody inside, but you're not quite sure.
Can I
It does seem to be
try-
a mostly empty store, though.
I mean, so that have I entered this? Did I go into it, or did I just open
I
the door
mean,
and like peek in?
you can open the door if you want.
I mean, I'd like to open the door and like.
Okay, so
Enter.
you enter into the store, and you see a couple cabinets seemingly burned, and but for the most part, everything seems to be intact.
Is there anybody in there that I see, or
Uh, well, where are you looking?
I'm in the
Like,
Smith?
no, I meant like, are you just going in there and looking around, and that's it, or are you doing something
No,
different?
I like. Is anybody like out in the open
No,
that I can
nobody's
see
out in the
immediately?
open in the Smith.
All right. Wyron's going to say, "I'm from the Adventurers Guild. Is anybody in here?
Uh,
Can
there's
you
no
tell me what happened?"
response.
Damn.
will my
All right.
character
Next
be able to
building.
track any sense in this or not? Or will it be too singed?
You are getting a little bit of that smoke type smell, but you are smelling also what seems to be a kind of like burnt fur type stuff.
What will he need to roll to be able to find out what it is?
I mean, it's burnt fur.
Yeah.
Track it down, like to see if they find where it's coming from.
Yeah, see where it's
That'd be an
coming from.
investigation, right?
Investigation or perception, one of the two.
I'll try perception.
Yeah, because you can either investigate to where it is, or you can try to perceive where it is. I can see it both ways. You know that it's somewhere in the front of the store, or maybe just like really close to the back end of it. But other than that, you can't pinpoint exactly where it is. It's just near.
I mean, all right. Wyron's going to search the store to see if he
I'm gonna
finds like anybody unconscious or anybody in need of healing, or
investigate on the back of the building.
so. Does he find anybody? Or
You see
does he
behind
find
the
a body?
counter what seems to be a a bear.
A bear?
Yeah, you seem to see a bear behind the counter. They're just kind of cowering on all fours behind the counter.
Where's the lawbreaker?
Uh,
I don't think it's a lawbreaker.
he goes
Take
and
it.
says, "I don't know where the lawbreaker is. Please don't kill me."
Well, I'm not going to kill you. I just want to know where the lawbreaker is.
Are you hurt?
Uh, he goes and says, "Luckily, no, I am not."
Okay.
I'm still outside guarding the front door.
So what happened? Do
Well,
you know how many people are here? What's going on?
well, obviously, they kind of blindsided us. Uh, I don't know exactly what their motive was. But they came in here. One seemingly was burning a lot of areas. As I think one might have been corroding a lot of the materials that could have actually been used to fight them. As they did that first. Some others one other seem to have been coming around from nowhere. And then finally there seemed to have been gods hitting us as lightning was coming all around.
So definitely some spellcasters. Great. All right. Stay here. Stay safe as much as you can. We're gonna see if we can find out what the hell's going on and where these people are.
Uh,
And then I'm gonna go out, tell Wretched. Definitely spellcasters. Burning things, calling down lightning.
Shit. All we need.
I mean, glad I know counterspell.
That is true.
All right, so I mean, shit. Okay, so I have Arcane Eye, and Will, you there?
What's up?
Lucas? Okay, so I was just one. Are you out here with us now, or?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I have the Arcane Eye spell. I could literally search the whole entire town. It would take some time, but we could do it from safety and figure out where the hell these people are. Or we could just go charging around the town and run into people.
I really, really want to right now just have my shield and my book out and bang on my shield with the book saying, "Bring out your lawbreakers."
I mean,
do you want to?
I just
if you
glare
want
at
to do that, me and Wretched will hang back and like cover you from a distance and
Yeah,
see
because
if
I think
you can
your
draw them
idea is
out.
better for sneak attacking.
I mean,
Where
so
he's torn between doing the completely stupid choice and what actually makes sense.
I'm just glaring at they did not pick the stupid choice.
okay, so using 4 points of mana, I'm going to cast Arcane Eye.
All right. Where do you
And
take
for
Arcane Eye?
all right. So concentration for up to an hour and all that. So, and yeah, it's dark vision and regular vision. And yeah, okay. Refamiliarizing myself with my spell because it sometimes has limits.
Yeah. As far as I know, it's just
All
like
right.
a normal vision. The only difference is it's blocked by
It's
like
basically like Gara's eyeball. It's just it's invisible to everybody else.
yeah, as well
So yeah,
as the fact
why?
that you essentially just need a small crack for it to go through and see, but it can go anywhere so long as it doesn't go and hit Mordekaisen's and his private sanctum or dispel
Uh-huh.
magic, provided somebody has the invisibility at least.
So yeah, Wyron is first going to go. Actually,
To be
this works
fair, I just
perfectly.
realized this, but Wyred actually, I believe,
went and had the 2 GM thing. I almost feel like I said it to I said it to GM and just like he's been rolling for GM side.
Yep. I had it on the wrong one.
No, you
I
had it on
found
the
that.
right one. It's just I changed it to DM because I did something I wanted to kind of confirm on stuff. Of namely being just like if you went and did like plus 1d10, would it add 1 or would it just go and roll an extra d10? Yeah, no, it would just roll a 1. So
Okay.
it literally would have to be, if you add in extra damage, you have to literally roll it as extra damage.
All right, so I'm actually gonna use this ruler to do this, and this is gonna be Byron's Arcane Eyes path for now, and it's going to literally just be going down to here, and then
And every 30 feet is an action for Wyron, right?
yeah, about that, and it's and really he's just like every 20 to 30 feet he's looking around like in 360 degrees, just like trying to see if he sees anything. He's going up here to the inn. He's going to look inside the inn and all over to just get a
It's pretty
picture.
much the same way that you saw the Smith.
And are there people in here
Uh,
or dead bodies or what?
there are a couple of dead bodies in there. As for
Is
whether or
anybody
not, sorry,
now?
what?
Are they dead or are they dead or are they injured?
They seem to be dead.
Okay.
I mean, they could be injured for all you know, but unless
Is he
they're
telling us
I
this?
I would do a perception check on this to see if they're alive or dead, like to see if I can see them breathing or anything. If
I would say no, especially since if they're still on the ground, and the people are not literally like right around there, chances are they didn't just fall there, and so they would have failed all 3 death saves.
Shit. And yeah, I am telling him. I am relaying information of what I see.
Okay, I'm
So yeah,
writing this down
in
on
the
my
end, there's.
notepad. I'm just writing down all the crimes on a notepad.
I mean, to be
So I
fair,
telling
nothing
him.
else. You have actual notes that you can use.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah,
I
I
leave
can't
the
edit
inn.
those.
Really,
I don't have that option.
it should say once you go to well, when you go down to
Yeah, I
group
know. I have it
systems,
open. It doesn't let me edit it.
See what I'm
did you
just gonna
click edit?
I can't click edit. It isn't there.
As in, he
I
does not
don't
have
have
permission to
permission.
edit.
It says you can edit your own notes.
Well, I can take a picture and send it to you right now. It does not. It says I do not have permission.
Right, go on into the restroom, mate.
All right.
Okay. Go across to the arcade. Go into the arcade. Same thing. Looking around all over the place.
Well, you see that it's a
Bodies.
very empty place, which would not be what an arcade would typically be, but you assume that might be somebody's house opposed to being an arcade.
Okay.
That's the crime note, not your actual notes.
Never mind. I just saw these. I didn't know this existed.
But there's no
on-
bodies. Well, like a house. Are there any bodies? Any people hiding?
There doesn't seem to really be anywhere to hide in that place, though.
Okay. So
There's
there's
just
nobody
dead
here.
bodies on the ground.
More dead bodies.
Yeah.
Shit. Out and around and finally around through here and into here. And I see it's an adventurers guild, or is this another house?
You can tell that that's an adventurers guild due to the
Layout being same as most of the others, yeah.
as well as the fact that the sign, sorry, the billboard
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah. Once
You
again,
can't really see
all around.
anybody in there, but you can tell that the guild is not harmed specifically. But all of the paper from the board is singed.
Oh, they damaged the fucking quest board. Shit.
And
All
well, to be
right.
fair, there seemed to be a receptionist in there, but that would be about it.
Receptionist is still in the Adventurers Guild. Going down to here and entering into here. Looking around.
You can tell that's what seems to be like a bank.
Ooh, primary target for bandits. Are they in here? Or is there anybody in here?
No, but the vault is wide open and empty, with the typical bodies on the floor.
Shit. Okay, so they cleaned up the bank. This is not looking good. Back up here, over to here. And I'm not seeing anybody on the street or anything, am I? Or other than a few dead bodies or something like that?
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, like you're just seeing dead bodies like all over the place.
All right.
And there, you see a broken statue, and in place of it, there seems to be a big statue that seems kind of demonic.
Arcana check to know if I recognize.
Yeah, kind of could work.
Or would it be religion? Or religion. Yeah, be more religion, right?
Yeah. I mean, same
Religion to see
modifier
if I
anyway.
identify. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Okay, so based off of the seemingly fact that they went and broke into the bank, it's highly likely that that is as Mammon.
Fucking hell. Okay. At this point, Wyron's going to say, fuck it. He's going to keep the,
Is it Plan B time?
he's going to keep the spell up for a while, and keep looking around, but he's going to walk straight over to the Adventurers Guild, and he's going to say, follow me, we're going to the Adventurers Guild. The receptionist is still there. And I think it's, and I think they were attacked by cultists of Mammon.
Cultists. Definitely don't have a permit for that.
To the Adventurers Guild. And you said the receptionist was still here?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Or at least somebody that seems to be a receptionist.
Actually, I'll stay outside and guard the door.
How uncivilized.
What do you mean?
Well, to attack an inn. It's uncivilized.
That has alcohol in it.
they attacked the inn,
Exactly.
they attacked the smith, they attacked the fucking houses, the church, the bank.
Again, I can
Fucking-
understand the church, I can understand the bank, but why the inn?
Well,
People.
Uncivilized.
if they go and want the bank as well as money, they probably would attack the inn for that reason, because inns have
Yeah.
money, at least to an
It's still
extent.
uncivilized.
Of course. It's demonic cultist. And Wyron is just going to just he has a disgusted look on his face.
My
be
face
fair,
is
there's
just like
also a bunch of dead bodies just right in the ground.
Yep.
it's like my face is just stern,
Do you
like stone cold, ready to kill.
does anybody know which way they went?
If I recall correctly, they seem to have went north towards the town of Ellsbury. Uh,
Back to the Hummers. If you can, get a message to Ellsbury and tell them to prepare
to be fair,
if it's
let me go and
possible.
show you the place for Ellsbury.
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
I'm going to
if
get
you
some
guys can see
fucking.
the line, and
Yep.
that's from where you are to where she
Oh.
said they went to.
Holy shit!
Oh. Uh-huh. Well, it's not that bad because we have the Hummers that is going out of country
You could get aid
and
from my
into
village.
Gringa. No, we'd be going into Gringa.
Yeah, that's Gringa actually for that. However, to be
But
fair, you also consider that, uh, but some other things that are not that uh, different would actually be like, say, that.
mm-hmm.
Because a couple of Shithia towns, and even to extent Coalfield, are towards the direction of Elmery, but are not Elmery itself.
Through my talks with my girlfriend Sora, would I know exactly like where her mother would live in Gringa?
I
Like, would
forget
I know that
exactly
she's in the
where
desert?
blue dragons are.
They live in the desert usually. So would I know that?
Imagine that if I knew a mother before you did.
Yeah, I would say that due to like the research of what you did as well as the fact that you have Sora, you had reason that you could probably find her in like some sort of desert.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Elsmarie is more in like the mountainous area.
So my chances of running into her mom and accidentally getting into a fight with her would be slim. Good. All right. So yeah. Again, Wyron will ask if she will tell her if you can get a message to us for you. Tell them to be on the lookout for these cultists.
I was going to say to Aaron, if you do meet her, if it helps, I can speak Draconic.
So can I. Or don't you remember? I literally sang a draconic love song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. True.
Yeah, that's how that relationship got started.
I speak Infernal and Abyssal.
No,
I
you can
speak
speak Draconic as
celestial.
well.
Yeah, so can I, but, I'm saying,
Okay, so one quick note first, and that occurs later on. Uh, yeah, clearly by the fact that they leave here and left here, I don't think that they asked the receptionist uh, on what did the cultists look like. Like now that I think about it, I think that they did probably ask the blacksmith, and that's probably what they were going off of. But the blacksmith did not know. The receptionist did know what the cultists looked like, because essentially the blacksmith kind of hid away. The receptionist, she made a deal. So they didn't kill her. However, they also leave information. I think that was something like that occurred. But yeah, kind of just like a little bit of important note.
I am watching it back because I do know that there was one joke that I was asked to remove. I'm not sure if it was in this session or if it was in the next one, but it's in some session.
We need to
I
branch
got
out.
I mean, to be fair, you can also yell at the popos too. So
yeah. Which, by the way, Wyron is going. Okay, so are we? We're going to take this drive all and head up to Elsmere, right? We're going, right?
Yeah.
All right.
There's
you guys
lawbreakers. Of
reach
course we're going.
to this area,
Yeah.
and you see this little rocky area, which is probably a sense it's due to Mount Valana, and this probably is one of the trade routes. That's probably why there's a paved road, whereas everything else is not quite as paved and kind of hot, actually.
It's padded
on the
down
on the
dirt.
way, on the way, and stuff. Because just because Wyron would like to, he would be telling, he would be asking William if he could teach him, like in their spare time, the Papa language.
And
Sure.
me as well.
I mean, would he know that he speaks Papo?
Or how to
Probably
understand
not.
them. Huh. Well,
He
he'd be
probably
asking
stopped
like,
questioning anything about Popo. I think he just kind of learned it by sheer accident due to being around Popo for like over for thousands of years.
Yeah.
I
And
just
so he's
imagine
probably just picked up naturally on if it's
Like-
like this and saying this, it means this.
okay. So after Wyron hears that, he's like, okay. And Wyron's going to start like working with Papo and like saying like certain words and stuff and like getting the response for it and trying to decipher the language.
I'd totally
figure
help
it out.
you do that.
Yeah, it's going to take time, but Wyron's going to do this. It's just like in spare time, like whenever he's talking to like and like doing things, he'll try doing that. But no, Wyron speaks Undercommon, Draconic, Common, and Celestial. So yeah,
I'll try out with them anyway because they seem to be quite attached to me, don't they?
Yeah.
but
That's why I find it
No.
kind of funny about one thing that you did.
and we're in Gringa, right? No.
Yeah, you're now in Gringa.
Wyron's also going to ask Kirk if because doesn't Kirk come from Gringa?
No.
He doesn't. Where's Kirk from?
Where would Kirk be from?
Because I thought he was a kobold. So, you know, Gringa.
Right, Cobalt. If I recall correctly, kobolds are mainly in Cronia.
Cronia. Ah, okay.
I mean, you might be able to find them in Sheathia due to the Underdark. Same thing with like Eudrium, but for the most part, the kobolds would only be found in like Underdark type Underdark type areas.
So we're at Gringa, or where are we?
Yeah. You're in
Yeah,
Gringa.
yeah.
This is the city
Which
of
is-
Elsmere.
Sorry, I'm looking up the laws.
Yeah, it's dragon territory.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
Anyway,
everybody, guys, make
Yes?
sure to triple stamp down everything, because they will even steal the nails.
Okay then.
Wait, what?
I gotta get
Is
this
that-
law book and actually read it. You need to screenshot the shit to me.
Yes. Please send me a screenshot as well.
Oh, it's way too big to send a screenshot.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay,
Send me a
send several.
send
You
me a
better
PDF.
give us access to this.
Here, I'll give you the law books for this area.
Oh, God.
Gringa.
Seriously.
Here we go. Wait, why don't I mean, he could just give you access to it, couldn't he?
Yeah.
True, but they don't
Yeah, give
normally
me
have access to the book directly.
I mean, if Wyron asked you to see the book and read it, would you let him?
Yeah. I mean,
How
my
about-
character is totally about letting anybody see any laws. My character probably thinks this area is just basically the,
I quickly ask Lucas, is it true that if you own something mahogany, you have to say the word every time when you say sat on it?
I mean, that's more of a cultural thing than a actual law. I tried to get that one passed, but it got overturned.
Because who doesn't love to say
Mahogany.
mahogany?
The Treants
Oh,
weren't too happy about it.
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely dragon territory.
Might try and seduce a dragon.
You can
Richard, I thought you
try.
had a girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy. I mean, polygamy is allowed in this world.
No, she would kill me.
Yeah, true.
She's the
I
type
don't
that
know
would.
Sarah's stance on this.
Or at
But
least,
Wyron
if she
is-
was not fine with it, that she would probably kill him.
Yeah.
Wyron has no idea what Sora's stance is on this. He is loyal to her.
My character just gets confused by relationships.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yep. I mean,
He's purely asexual. Oh, somebody just posted.
yep.
The 3,000-year-old virgin.
That would make a great TV show.
Oh God, yes, he's the immortal virgin, and he's
Starring.
All I'm now
Lucas.
imagining
he was
is
literally he was cursed by some like goddess like way back.
And if he loses his virginity, he just dies.
the pure reason for William Green Mist's immortality. He was cursed by some girl. You will die the second that you... Because he didn't understand anything that she was hitting on him. She got really pissed, cursed him with immortality the second that he lost it. He would die. He's 3,000 years old.
I would
Or,
watch that show.
The secret behind William Green Mist's immortality.
Or he literally no, better yet, the only way she will undo it and let him live is if she will let him lose his virginity is if he literally falls in love with her. But he keeps falling in love with other people, and it just gets cursed. Like she keeps fucking with the relationships and everything, and so he just fails.
No, he's purely asexual. He doesn't understand relationships at all.
Okay.
It's literally a case of...
Oh God! And
He
she
didn't
literally curses him with immortality, the only way he can die is if he loses his virginity.
Yeah.
And he is asexual, and he just does not get it. But he's
Yeah.
also cursed with he's cursed with like complete sexuality. Like everybody loves him. Yeah.
This headcanon.
Yes.
Explain why he's
This is-
immortal.
It's like every harem anime protagonist ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
just
is
Yes.
two dads to know that people are hitting on him.
Yes.
I
Not
mean,
as
to
bad
be
as,
fair, the most notable example of that is literally like Izuka from Infinite Stratos.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, literally,
Yeah.
how is that guy so dense?
It's like you're in a
It's the curse of if I can't have you, nobody can.
Yes.
Oh great. Yandere.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's even worse. A yandere goddess that is constantly fucking with your shit. She won't let you die, but she won't let you have like anything else. And
The
she
only
gets
reason-
jealous of your friends. Oh
The
God, the
Yeah.
your adventuring party is just like constantly having like bad luck and certain shit, and she's the one that's doing it, or like she sends like fucking like high level shit against your party because she doesn't like what you that you're hanging out with them and not paying attention to her.
I mean, that would be MA.
I mean, is MA listen? You are not
Are we
convincing me that MA is a female and is in love with my character. That is not happening.
I mean, there could be an MA out there that is a girl.
Oh God.
Please
are
don't
we
do that.
making this headcanon for my character now?
I mean, we
I
can.
Is this going to become official
We can
canon?
totally
for
do
why-
this.
Is this
If
why
you want to
I'm
be
bringing
canon,
why-
then yes, we can make it canon.
Sure, let's make
And-
it canon that some god.
So there is some
on
goddess
it.
out there that is in love with him and is just screwing with him by
Yeah.
keeping him alive, and she is a yandere, and we're going to get slaughtered because of it.
Yeah.
MA knows this and helps him out as best he can, but can't really say anything because that goddess would then turn her yandere fury on him, and he does not want that shit.
He
So
wouldn't
he helps out where
care.
he can.
I mean, heck, he
He
would
wouldn't-
probably help him out just simply because, like, well, I hate that bitch. So why don't I just help that guy out to literally just piss off that person?
And William bringing this the whole
But
time.
he's not allowed to
doesn't
tell him,
get
like-
what's happening.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to tell him what's going on, actually, though.
Yeah, there's been plenty of hints, but my character's just dense as all hell from
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah. Eventually,
And then-
Wire is going to figure this out and try and figure out how to break this curse for you.
And then it's like MA.
Just instantly dies.
Yeah, fair enough.
Goodbye.
MA's gonna be like, why the hell am I friends with this guy?
I mean, to be fair, he's friends with somebody that also literally tries to kill him, so.
Wyron wants to be his friend. He wants to be his apprentice.
Fair.
And
So, anyway, as you guys arrive into this town, you see a lot of fire, or at least kind of things that seem like very hot outside of what is assumed to be the sidewalk. You also, for whatever reason, don't see any people here today.
Everybody's window is rolled up, right?
Yeah, like, you can't see into any windows. It just seems
Nice,
like
talk
a
about the
ghost town
cars.
right now.
My
but,
character really hot with the heat on the sidewalks because of his ice ability. Well,
I'm
like,
just imagining downtown LA.
oh
Yeah,
God. But no. It would take us like a day to get here, right?
It would take them about 4 days. If they were walking.
Okay. Well, we know we weren't walking. We were using the car.
I think he's talking about the cultists.
Yeah.
Oh.
I assumed you were talking about the cultists.
It takes us roughly a
Well-
day with the car, but it takes them about 4 for the walk.
All right.
Because, you know, cultists can never have proper tools. They always have to sacrifice them.
Uh-huh. So, we're looking for the Adventurers Guild first off, right? So we can give them a warning. Well,
Yeah.
give the warning to the Adventurers Guild and then get the warning to the town guard and everything.
Yeah, if you wanted to be technical, it took you. Were you guys going by road? Actually, never mind. It takes you guys about 5.5 hours to go and get there.
Okay. So I'd
It's really
start
going
the,
from like going out of the way to like Porthcrawl and like Coalfield. You just stopped at the you just turned left at the town before it and head straight up.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. But no, we knew that this was exactly well. That's where they said they were heading, and
or the direction
I'm-
rather.
the direction. And there's no like other like towns in that way.
I mean, you would probably know, or at least have an idea that there might be some other towns, but
Some
you don't
other
know
towns?
much about Shithia, and you barely knew anything about Gringa.
I'll say, go on, quick.
Well, if
meta
we
question.
passed through small towns on the way, Wyron would have like pulled over, went to like the head of the head of the village or head of the town's thing, it would have told him like their Maman cult is coming. Try and hide. Just might want to like do that. Don't like try not to fight back. If you see him coming, run and just leave your valuables and shit. They're going to just slaughter you all if they don't if you try to fight back. And he passed this message on repeatedly so that everybody would not be killed.
Fair enough. And what was that, Wretched?
I was going to say, just a quick meta question. Because of my character's race, will my character have superior or weaker sight in like daylight or more night vision?
I think you have night vision, well, dark vision rather, but it doesn't go and give you a penalty for bright or dim light.
Okay.
You're not a drow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to close that.
Basically what you do
But,
on that is you just kind of click the thing again.
Yeah, I know. I just was a little bit over to the right more than I should have.
To be fair, I do now realize that I need to change that immortality thing to curse.
Yes. It's just the fact that because he's totally asexual, he just doesn't date anybody else, so not affecting him at all.
Yeah.
That's got best idea we've had for a background character yet.
I know, right?
Oh god, yeah. I know, right? It's fucking awesome. But no, so we're definitely ahead of them, right?
You should be ahead of them. Either that or information about it just occurring and was off. Or they can teleport. Or, well, teleport long distances, but most
Yeah,
people would not be able to.
Most
So yeah,
people-
Wire is going to just run straight to the Adventurers Guild and inside and
I'm going to
where's their
join him.
receptionist?
Same.
You go and see people under the table, as they go and say, "What were you guys doing outside? I'd hurry up and hide."
Wait, why? Where's the lawbreakers?
What lawbreakers? We just know about the dragon coming here. It's the day for the dragon to come.
Wait, dragon?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
which dragon?
It's a red dragon, and normally
Okay.
it comes down once a month to demand tribute from us. As you see that by a kind of oldish red dragon. Oh, sorry, an oldish red dragon born.
Does he have a permit?
What do you mean does he have a permit?
I look
Dragons
at
rule this
Warren.
country. They have permits for everything.
I look at Warren saying, "Let's go to the dragon." Like dead excited, like a child in the candy store.
No.
If he doesn't have a permit,
Listen, the dragons rule this country. They have permits for everything.
I mean, to be fair, there is one thing. There is a law that literally says looting is the best thing, so protector is a gift to looters.
Yes.
So,
Literally, it's within their right to loot and demand tribute from anyone who is lesser and weak than them.
true enough.
God damn
And,
it!
I mean, Warren is going to ask,
Let's
now,
demand
is this
tribute
dragon,
from the dragon.
is the dragon in, how old is the dragon? Is it an adult, a young adult? Is it an ancient? Because if it's an ancient, I'm fucking out.
do you think I know what type it is?
You're an adventurers guild.
I'm also an old
where's the-
man.
Alright, where's the receptionist? I don't need to speak to you.
She go. I say they go and point their cane and to behind the counter.
Alright,
I
go
start
to
shouting
the
them.
receptionist.
You can't.
I start.
You do what?
I start sharpening my weapons in anticipation of a fight.
I
prefer
mean,
the
that does
book.
nothing, but go ahead and sharpen.
Yeah, because your weapons are literally like. Well, actually, no. His swords are
That's what I mean with
not
swords.
magical.
No, I mean, like, there's literally no point to sharpening things in
In this campaign
D&D.
because they're really no.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no sharpening
yeah,
mechanic in D&D.
Ah,
yeah.
But you can
I mean,
do that for
you
lore
could like
purposes.
say you're.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
say
you can
it.
say you're.
It's just that it gives you no benefit.
oh, no, I'm just saying it because it's like he's getting excited.
Fair enough.
Nah.
I just fairy tell you now so that you didn't expect like a +1 or
Oh
something
yeah.
later.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah.
All I'm saying
But
is the law says looting is perfectly fine.
it is, and if it's a depends on what type of dragon this is. And Wyron is going to go to the receptionist and ask, so, the red dragon that demands tribute. Few questions. Since I'm new here, need to know the lay of the land. What type of dragon is it? It's red, I know that, but is that what we're talking like adult, ancient, young adult? Does
Uh,
it have a family?
what we typically address that type dragon on, if I recall correctly, would be A.
So, it's an A. What is an was an A? Because
Uh,
That is the question.
I
What
think
is name?
okay,
so. I
in
think the B was
Meta,
young.
you
Was
know
an
that
adult.
A is as 17 to 20. A,
17 to 20.
however, low A could also be classified as high B, as 17 is like is one of the border ones, mentally at least.
Okay, so completely and
Uh,
utterly out of our league for the three of us.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
oh,
probably
Mm,
out of your league.
yeah,
Because
most
I mean, you
likely
guys were
out of our league.
D when you
We
took
technically,
on the green dragon.
yes, but we also had like a bigger party, and I don't see Kirk and Talia and JoJo and them with us.
I mean, they're probably
Mara.
on the map. I just have not placed them down yet.
Okay. So will we have Kirk and Talia and JoJo with us? Okay. So it'd be six of
I
us.
I would assume that they would be there.
Mm, yeah.
And the popos. Don't
Uh,
forget the popos.
The
and
Phobos,
the
I believe, are
Popos.
just on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, mine hides in my jacket,
Yeah.
in my
Yep. So we
cloak,
got those
or
three.
my
Then.
my trench coat hides in the trench coat.
Mine might be
But
in the
so
my shoulder.
so red dragon at that level would be an adult dragon, right? Meta knowledge.
Uh, yeah. For mentally, the A class of dragon would probably be either a red dragon, well, specifically a adult, and it would be either a red dragon or it would be a adult gold dragon.
Okay.
It's probably not a adult gold. I say the adult gold one because they said it was red.
Because
Two, adult gold usually
because
does not demand tribute.
nope. And so for this tribute, does the town just gather it in a place for the dragon to take, or does it actually come and take things?
Uh, Usually it depends. And for the Adventurers Guild, it usually ignores it for whatever reason. So anybody that cannot
I mean,
afford to pay usually hides here.
so it's individual. Each person pays.
Yes.
Hmm.
And I assume that doesn't target the Adventurers Guild, usually because it does not want to deal with the superior, or at least that's the only theory that I can even remotely come up with.
I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure there
if you
was an
target the
agreement.
Adventure Guild, if you target the Adventurers Guild, most likely the Adventurers Guild will call every adventurer to attack the dragons.
I mean, to be fair, there's also something with us that says we should not be going to war.
True.
mean, technically, there's no law saying you can't attack an adventurers guild.
Yeah,
No.
that is also true. It's
I,
just
my
most people
ears
don't.
perk, my ears perk up at the mention of war. So obviously, I'm from war, fair nation.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, where's there a war? I want a war.
Down, Richard, down.
Oh,
So it usually comes in, demands tribute, people pay individually, and then. Alright. Still don't think it's a very good idea to attack a dragon on Gringa soil just yet, because we're still, like, only level 10s. Okay,
I mean, you're
to the real
level
reason we're
10s
here.
with magic. I'll say with magical girl power.
Yeah.
exactly. I can tell.
And a
myself
lot
in
of
statue.
us.
True.
But to be fair, only 3 of you have magical
Well,
girl
3 of us
power.
have
3 of you don't.
Maha no Shonen power. Magical boy
I,
power.
I can take it out of guard.
I don't think the guards will help us in this.
They will.
Also, so
All in artillery.
there is a high chance that a cult of Mammon of Mammon will be heading this way.
She goes and says, "Why would they want to come to a place with a red dragon?"
They're
I
a
don't know if
cult.
they know you.
They don't make sense.
I shout
And
because they're idiots.
it's a
She points
cult
at you two and says,
greed.
"Fair enough, but I think that they would be decently wise to actually not attack a red dragon area."
My character just starts laughing at them. You think cultists are wise?
I join in the
Also,
laugh.
it's a cult of Mammon. The cultist, he's a demon of greed. What do red dragons have? Hordes. And they have spellcasters and others.
Yes, but if I recall correctly, the main red dragon area, or at least the main red dragon family, is only on Mount Inferno. I haven't heard about too many other red dragons, but it is also possible that there could be a different red dragon layer around here. Yeah.
True.
So are we following the law in the law that loots, or are we not?
I could go looting.
So what are you
Because
guys
the
doing?
law book tells me to loot.
Down with the law on this one.
Wyron is going to say, I will go along with you. It depends whether you want to attack it here in town, where the guards might turn on us for, drawing the ire of a dragon, or if you want to try and follow it back to its lair.
I mean, the lair would more than likely have minions anyway.
Yeah.
And it kind of defeats the purpose of coming to this town. Because in the time that we go to its lair and blah blah blah, the cultists could show up.
Yeah.
The town will be dead.
You could also just stay here and let the town pay its tribute.
No, here's the question:
we
how
just
much
let them-
is the tribute?
Yeah, that's another question. How much is the tribute?
Usually, the dragon has us pay half of the gold that we have.
Yeah, I'm not giving that up.
Yeah, I'm not giving him that either. Well, actually,
Same.
no. Half the gold we have on ourselves, because technically, I don't have any of the gold on me. It's all in the adventurer bank.
did you actually say that you have all that in the bank?
I mean, well, no, it's in like the
No, I
adventure
mean like, did
thing.
you say that to the receptionist?
Nope.
Uh,
But no, I said so. Half the gold on you.
so that's in character, right?
Yes,
She goes and asks, "Do you not have any gold on you?"
I have. So Wyron would actually have like 160 silver on him. That's all. Because so yeah, I have 160 silver on me.
It would probably take half of that. That if you were outside.
If you're outside, but most likely it'll come today, then be gone tomorrow.
Yes. Uh,
Hmm.
but if you have any vehicles, because I do know some people from Malfalana do, there's no guarantee that it won't take those vehicles should you be in town when it comes.
Shit.
Wyron is going to say, "Okay, we're leaving town. Fuck
See you
this.
later.
Let's go."
Bye bye. I
Okay.
run out the door, get into my car.
We
Same.
take the fuck off.
Okay, do you head to a different town then?
We head back down the road the fucking cultists are supposed to come up.
Yep.
And far enough away.
The
For a day where
road
we like spend the day.
that the cultists would be coming and is over a mountain.
Yeah. Ignore that.
They're
Oh, well,
going.
we go back.
They're going through the mines of Moria.
We go back the way we came, far enough away from the city that not be fucking noticed.
So towards Coalfield,
We're hiding out in the
essentially.
woods.
Towards
Yes.
Coalfield. Yeah.
Do you actually drive all the way to Coalfield just to make sure?
Yes.
I mean, is
it will
Coalfield
be
in
a
Gringa?
2-hour thing.
Is Coalfield in Gringa?
No.
Okay, yeah, we're going to Coalfield.
I mean, to be fair, Wired, you've been to Coalfield.
Oh wait, yeah, isn't that the?
Yeah, it's the one that had the giant area.
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah, we go there.
Let's go there.
And also, hold on, let me turn on the light.
I don't think
It's
we
two
have.
2 hours. We go spend the night in Coalfield. They like me there.
I don't have the laws for Coalfield. My character feels weird.
It's in the.
I mean,
it's
in
in
Malfalana.
Oh.
yeah,
Okay.
Malfalana.
Should I get another
And,
whiskey or
I mean, as far as I know,
IRL.
I've given you laws for every town. Sorry, every country.
Yeah. Okay. I just need.
If you don't have any laws for a specific town, then whatever country it's in, and those are the laws for that town.
Okay. Okay, so it's a slavery state or country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yes.
for the most part, yeah.
I mean, technically, I have a contract with Talia.
Same here.
And yeah, well, we have a contract with Talia for her to work for us and basically bodyguard us. And Kirk used to be a slave till the contract ended when he died and got resurrected.
Yeah, but you can still technically be captured as a slave and then resold.
Yeah, except if they try to do that, I would kill them.
Does it mean that they can't go and take you out first and then try to capture him?
Yeah, they can, but it would lead to a fight.
Try.
Most people assume one of us is already his owner.
Yeah, probably. In all honesty,
Yeah.
either that or he's a friend.
We make sure that everybody knows Kirk is Kirk doesn't go off by himself too much.
Wait, why is Kirk important?
He's a little kobold. He's a kobold rogue, and he was purchased like way back.
Yeah.
But he died, and then due to me and Wretched completing a thing for Shadow MA, him and JoJo got resurrected.
Yeah,
Well,
to be fair, it's more that Wyron said the idea on how I could technically reward those characters for doing that. And plus it gave me a way to
retcon my mistake when I thought the banshees just instantly killed you, not just set you to 0 and had you roll death saves.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I turn to Aaron and say, we need to really test those, what do you call them, those gliders out at some point.
Yeah, the gliders I told you about. Yeah.
I mean, one of the ways you can do that is by heading up to a mountain and jumping off.
Or I could teleport 500 feet in the air using Dimension Door and then glide down.
I mean, it would probably be a little bit more possible to go and jump down from the mountain, or at least a little bit more safer because you can and have a little bit less of a height, but fair. Plus, you don't use a spell slot.
Yeah. I mean, no, that's if I want to, like, glide over a long distance.
To be fair, that's also not really giving you any altitude. I'll say that's just giving you altitude, not really giving you speed.
True. I'd have to use, like, Gust or something to go in a direction. Again, do I have Slow Fall? Don't think I do.
Well, to be fair, it's not like you really need slow fall with the glider.
And I really do need to go back to see Wyron's dad. I need to go see Fumio so he can train me so I can actually use my bard spells.
So do you guys just go to Coalfield and then come instantly back, or do you do something in Coalfield?
I think take a nap in Coalfield.
Oh, we're gonna sleep
Yeah.
there, but Wyron is going to go check on the giants, and he's going to tell Wretched. Nah, he'll tell Will as well. He's going to say, "I'm gonna go check on the giants, see how they're doing."
Is there
Giant?
a police office there?
Oh, hold on. That person's not there. That person's not there. They have not been here for a while. And she's also not there. So,
Yep.
yeah, hi. You see the giant just working in his field. Did anybody else head with him there?
Me.
Yeah, sure, I'll go.
Alright.
Surprise inspection.
I like giants.
These guys are very nice. Do not piss them off. I will slap the ever-living shit out of you with psychic slaps.
I won't.
I have a buck.
And you all are now on the map.
I go, "Ho there. How are you doing, old friend?"
He goes and just waves and then continues plowing his field, essentially.
Approaches.
Guess I'm following.
And
Several feet behind.
just wanted to make
Say.
sure that I just wanted to go and ask
In
you.
case the giant decides to kick the baby.
Oh, these guys were nice. I helped settle dispute. Had any more problems with the villagers lately?
No, not really. They've also been less terrified, probably because they no longer thought that we were demanding them tribute every week.
Huh. Good. Had they actually reconsidered giving you tribute for protection?
Well, the chief is an idiot. What do you expect?
Mm-mm. I mean, yeah. Figure they would have gotten rid of him by now.
It's really
I
sad
stopped
that they
them.
couldn't get that idiot law passed.
I slapped myself in the head thinking, idiots.
Yeah. How's your family been?
They've been pretty well. Oh. My daughter's pretty much just about as much as what you would expect her. And my son's been helping me plow my field and take care of the crops, so he's been doing well.
Ah, good to hear. I hadn't heard mention that you had a son. Thought you just had it was you, your wife, and your daughter.
Well, to be fair, you probably didn't actually go far enough
True,
into
we
my
didn't talk
house.
much.
because I assume some of you people came over
Mm,
last time
it
and
was
just never got around to seeing my son inside.
two of my members did try to sneak in, but they've moved on to doing other things for a while.
Let me guess, was it
Now I got
Crow?
these two.
It was Crow and Speed
Mm,
actually, but yeah.
growing speed. Yeah.
Why am I not surprised at Crow?
I mean, Crow didn't even go in there. Like, it was Speed that pulled out the rock and let Crow get in.
Yeah. And then
Speed's a bad
then Speed had to then reach in with his trunk and pull Crow out to save him from getting smashed by the female giant.
I mean, the female giant has a spear, so he would probably just been stabbed with the giant spear.
Yeah. But now I'm going to then tell the giant about the cult of Mammon and how they attacked a city a little bit. City over there and how they were seen going north, but you don't know. They could easily go another way, and just wanted him to keep an eye out. Can't trust demon cultists.
Um, you're not wrong there, but I'm pretty sure a family of 4, 3 at least that are very much capable of fighting, and could probably fend off a couple cultists.
Don't know how many there are, but they were flinging around spells and stuff. One of them likes to burn things, and another one apparently calls lightning. So, just while we were in the area, I wanted to make sure that you were made aware, and well, if anything happens, tell the townspeople that if you could let the townspeople know that there are a bunch of dead cultists out here, or just dump them off at the town.
Hmm.
That way, news will spread. Because right now we think they're heading to but
Ellsbury, but yeah.
Elsmarie. We think they're heading toward Elsmarie, and we were just there, but a red dragon is coming through to demand tribute, and we don't want to give up our money. So
Well, fair enough.
yeah,
Or the
so we're gonna
dragon will
camp out.
deal with them. So
Yeah, so we're gonna camp out in the town tonight, then head back up there tomorrow.
Alright.
Mm,
Well then
But
have a
yeah, I
good
just
day,
wanted to
sirs. Sirs.
you too,
And also, if
and
you
tell
don't
your
mind me
family.
asking, who are the 2 new
Yeah.
people? I don't recall seeing them last
Oh
time.
yes. Oh yes. The knoll to my back behind my left is Wretched, and this
Well
one over
met.
here is William Greenmist.
yo,
Yeah. Um, I remember a couple of giants being killed by somebody seemingly named William Greenmist. I didn't even think that he was still alive. I did hear he
Wyron
was
turns
talking with MA, but I guess that's the reason why.
Wyron turns slowly his head toward William,
Hmm?
and he turns slowly his head toward William, looks at him, then turns back to the giant and says, "They were probably lawbreakers then."
Um, who knows? I just know that some giants were being killed by him. Whether or not they
Hmm.
broke the law is beside the point.
Does my character know the giant language by any chance? I can't remember if I chose that last time.
I don't think you do. Yeah,
Giant
no,
languages.
you know,
Okay. That's
you
fair.
do know no, you do know northern and southern.
Northern and southern. Right.
Which I
Okay,
guess
that's
that
fair.
would mean technically that um, you can technically speak to the people, well, the lion creatures, as the people in Rasmian, and then also like the Arakakra, the Yapsians, And then maybe some people in, I believe, Oberish, but that would be about it.
Yeah. So I know Southern, Northern, Nolish, Draconic, Common. So that's about the language I know until I learn the bloody Popo language.
But yeah. Anyway, well, we bid you good day. Tell your family that we pass on our great our how do I say that?
Our regards.
Our regards and our well wishes. And then will be like just leaving. And
He
as he
tips his
passes by,
gigantic farmer hat and says, "Well, I hope you have a good day too, sir, and good luck on your travels."
thank
Bye,
you.
have
And
a
good luck with your
lawful
field.
time.
Uh, I'll be sure to follow the law, sir.
Yeah. And Wyron, as he passes by, Will is like giving him a look like, please tell, and look and saying, please tell me those giants were breaking the law.
I can't remember.
Oh God.
I've arrested and killed literally more people than you've probably ever met.
Oh God.
So where do you guys head now?
But I
We
would
head
say
back
there's a
into
90% chance they
Caulfield.
were lawbreakers.
Caulfield. Yeah. And we're going to just
Oh, right. I have not touched up that map either.
nope.
You see into a chair.
You all go into there. What?
You see Speedwagon make him into a chair.
Speedwagon's not there.
Damn.
Billy Wog.
All right. What all is in Caulfield? Because I know there's like a small town.
Pretty much an inn. And I apparently forgot to reveal last time that that was an inn.
Hmm.
And then you assume that there might be like a restaurant or something, and or nothing else, a tavern, or to where people could probably go and eat and then receive information. To be fair, you would also not know that those two would be there, if at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea where they would even be, in all honesty. Uh, so you could tell that that one is indeed the restaurant.
Yeah.
Do you get some food?
Yeah. Get some food and discuss what.
And actually,
I
to be
love
fair,
how
that
we're
would
all
be fine.
sitting at one table and then he's sitting on another.
On my side, all of you are on the same table.
I think he's out of sync.
Am I?
Yeah, I think he's out of sync.
Yeah, because we're all sat at the same table.
Yeah.
Because
Because
for me, you're right
Rhett,
here.
yeah,
No,
Rhett should join this table.
Yeah, for me, he's like right there.
Okay, then for some reason I'm out of sync.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I'll reload.
You're
No,
here on
it's
my
fine.
screen.
And so, what do you guys do while in the restaurant?
We order some food and we're going to discuss. Well, Warren's going to discuss like, should we wait around at the town after the dragons went through and wait there for the cultist, or should we go hunt the cultist down?
I say we go hunting.
I mean, we don't even know where they'd be, other than a general area.
I can track.
Probably should have tracked them straight away. Probably could have caught up with them with our vehicles.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm more proficient on foot.
True.
Actually, yeah, to be fair, I did just realize that excluding talking to people, it would have been about like 12 hours for trips. So talking with people, if you were going with that, it's about the end of the day, would be about 4 hours of talking.
Okay.
Right, so how long has it been since we went to the since we went to that city?
Actually, yeah, no, it would be about 3 hours because there was the hour with the MA.
Okay.
So it's
So
probably
altogether,
nap time right now.
Yeah, we can say
so it's
that's that
probably
time and nothing else.
it's end of the day.
Yeah.
It's end of the day. All right.
It's probably
So
end of
yeah.
the day. And nothing else.
So go rent a. So after this, we go rent a room in the inn, or we can sleep in the cars.
Inn will be more comfortable.
Yeah, inn will be more comfortable. Go rent a
And
room in the inn, and
all I really need is a table.
I mean, for you, probably well for Wyron too. He wouldn't be opposed to sleeping in the Hummer. It's everybody else that because he also carries around Kirk, Jojo, and
Yeah.
Talia.
My character just goes, so it's bedtime, and pulls out a stack of papers.
I was going to say, I can show you a traditional game from my village.
Is he basically the equivalent of the Pact of the Moon for warlocks? He doesn't have to sleep.
It's more just that he's been alive for so long that he's just managed to go and get to the ability where he's just, hi, I'm up and I'm doing work.
Basically, I sign paperwork in my sleep.
Yes,
God.
he can literally sign papers in his sleep.
Yes, but do you
He-
always know what you're signing? Like, could I slip in
Apparently.
an arrest warrant for? All right, because I was wondering, could I slip it in an arrest warrant for somebody that you don't know?
That has only happened
And-
once. And yes, I did arrest myself.
Mm,
How can I picture that
Yeah.
happening?
I would say that
because
that
of
Lucas
him.
gets inspiration for that, but he already has inspiration.
I was more considering making you arrest the king.
Don't worry, it's a two-front portion now. Or a two
Mm,
thing. I send all this paperwork to the assistants in Lawless.
all right.
No, you just send it to the law robot so he can process everything and hopefully as quickly as possible.
Exactly. So he can tell us if if there's a fault with something.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he needed to go back and get an upgraded processor.
Exactly. I don't know why he
And,
made such a big deal over it too. It's free.
Wyron's also going to, if Wretched helps, finish off Sora's wine,
Oh yeah, I'll definitely do that.
and now he has an empty wine bottle.
Actually, to be fair, that doesn't remind me. Yeah, you guys all would need Constitution saving throws for that first set of wine.
Okay.
We're essentially
saving
just seeing and whether or not you guys were drinking and driving, or rather, take
Driving drunk? Yes, I was.
Yeah.
saving
So
throws.
you're
There's
all
no
really
law
wanting
in
to go
this
say you
world.
failed.
There's
I mean, I'll do it, but I'm just like guaranteeing that it's a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Where's
Uh-huh.
saving
Well,
throw?
there you go.
It's towards the
Just
top
click
in that
Constitution.
upper
Oh,
little box. It's
that's
right
not
next to
bad.
the AC.
I usually don't get well on those, but I got 17 this time, so.
My character sheet is once more not wanting to load.
Oh yes, I see
Yeah,
the saving throws. So
Do you want me to roll, Lucas?
Yes, please.
You got a nat one.
Well, yeah, Lucas was definitely driving. Was definitely possible for a DUI if there was a DUI being a thing.
would be Constitution.
Yeah, it would be what
Yeah.
says that Constitution thing, and
Yeah, it's in your saving throw box right above like your
Yeah,
skill
right
checks.
there.
Yeah, there it is.
So literally, the
Absolutely.
only one that was driving drunk was William.
He
Mhm.
was just asleep the entire time.
I mean, then again, he has advantage with that. So
Yeah, that's it. I go over to Warren. It's like, do you want to play a traditional game from my village?
Sure.
I pull out a knife
I
and start. I pull out a knife and start rapidly going through my fingers, missing them just by an inch.
nope.
Ooh, knifey stabby. I intentionally just stabbed my hand.
It's like, I'm taking that knife away from you.
Oh fuck! I just realized.
What?
So when we were running out of that dungeon,
Yeah.
I left all my daggers in the dungeon.
Oh God,
Oh no.
we're not going back.
Nope. But because that beholder knocked out the enchantment, all 10 of my daggers are gone.
Well, no, they're still technically there. It's just that you don't have them anymore.
Yep.
Your daggers have fall, or you could call it dagger fall.
I said to Warren, go on, have a go, and hand him the dagger.
No, I'm not stupid.
I just pull out another dagger and stab my hand, going, "See, I win."
I was like, you're
The
not meant to
objective
hit
is
us.
the,
He doesn't
the
seem drunk,
objective
he
is
just
to
really is.
Wyron pulls out Jason's mask and puts it on,
Okay, so
and then proceeds to headbutt Wretched.
okay, so Wretched gets hit in the head with a hockey mask.
Good for him.
Can I roll damage? Like a D4 damage?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. It would be considered a prized weapon, or at least could be considered one. So you do 0 damage to Wretched.
I said, it's like, was that meant to hurt? And then I headbutt Warren.
I thought it would be, like since it's an improvised weapon, it would just do like 3 damage because it wouldn't be my strength modifier.
No, all weapons go and do strength unless they are
A dex weapon, shit.
yeah, unless they're finesse, which then they can use dex, or
Yeah.
such as the
Damn.
case with daggers, rapiers. I believe scimitars are like that. Maybe also short swords. I forget what else is considered finesse, but I know that the most powerful finesse weapon would be a rapier.
Can I do a damage for mine?
Sure, go ahead. Roll the d4 plus your strength.
Ooh,
Wait, are you headbutting me?
yes. So it's D4 on the dice, is it?
Yeah.
I have face armor. So would this actually hurt me? Because I have face armor.
I'm not sure if I'm clicking the right one here, so I'll send a quick picture in the chat. Welcome.
Kill them all.
Wait, are you doing ice damage as well?
Maybe.
Because I did not do because I didn't use my psychic damage on purpose.
I'm not
that's
using
that
that
one.
Yeah, it would be that one.
That one, yeah. So D4 plus strength.
What's your strength?
Strength on my sheet is 4.
Okay, you do 3 damage to Wyron.
Ow!
That's without.
Because yes, even still with the hockey mask on, you still can be hurt by a head.
Ouch.
See, I do this with dragons all the time.
Wyron's rubbing his head through the mask.
I mean, to be fair, I figured you guys were about to get a long rest, so I didn't even really concern myself with you guys being hurt.
Yeah.
My character's just gonna wake up with his hand being really sore and be confused.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, we do this with dragons on a daily basis, so yeah.
All right.
So, what do you guys do now?
Well, after the nice meal and some drinks, go to sleep,
What,
and then
everyone's reaction in the tavern for me doing that?
Everybody's
Again, my
just
character
indifferent to you. Like, it's just like people being doing a bar fight type thing.
it's adventurous being adventurous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true.
Wait a minute, you guys were just drinking the rest of Sora's wine, weren't you?
Yeah.
You two roll Constitution save throw now for the current time.
Okay.
Woohoo! I'm getting
now drunk.
I'm now drunk.
And Wyron is buzzed.
Okay.
So we got one person that's buzzed and two people that are drunk.
The only reason why one of them's even still standing is due to thousands of years.
Yep.
Yeah, fair.
No, so yeah. Alright, so we all go to bed, wake up in the morning, and then head back to...
I don't go to bed. I go sit at this desk and do paperwork all night.
Yes.
Okay.
I try and slip in a form to arrest them, in there.
I just pick up the book and slap you with it. Still asleep.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Years of my recruits doing that to me just instilled automatic defenses.
Yeah, go ahead. I would definitely allow that.
Like, Wyron, you try.
Wyron is like, nope.
Yeah, he knows how
If
much that
Wyron-
book can hurt.
I mean,
To be fair, do you also have the magical girl damage on with that?
No.
So you don't want to actually hit him and tase him at the same time.
Fine, I'll actually hit him and tase him.
because, yeah, I mean, we're all going to
Yeah, that definitely does hit, so roll the damage.
Did that do them?
Yeah. So
Wait, that
he
didn't
goes and
do
gets hit
damage.
very hard, and it seems to be very, very shocking for him.
I don't think that did the magic girl damage.
No, it did.
Oh, it did?
That's the lightning durl. I'll say that's the lightning damage.
I go,
Oh, okay.
shit. You not get hit by that book.
21.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, to be fair, the
And
max damage for that now is like 30.
Oh, okay, I see it above that. Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at the bottom one and my mind just blanked out.
Oh
the
yeah,
middle.
no, like the 8 is the normal roll, the higher one, which is the 21 lightning, that
Yeah,
is
it's
the modifier type stuff. So if you have
Okay.
sneak attack in it, it would have said, added the sneak attack damage and said lightning / sneak attack.
Okay.
I think I might have to call it a night here, guys, because it is essentially 1:30 in the morning for me.
Alright
see you,
then. And we'll deal with Ellsbury tomorrow then. Well,
Mhm.
next week, but yeah.
Okay, so, yeah.
Next time on D&D, will they finally catch up to the cultists? Will they burn
Okay.
down another
Yeah.
town?
And then will Wretched get a war?
Next time on D&D, the Broken Havens.
So I cast Phantasmal Force on our little fighter, the law, and in his mind, he now thinks that all the papers in front of him are just blank, and that he can't add any more ink to them or anything. If this succeeds, it's a DC 17 Intelligence saving throw.
To be fair, yeah, it also does damage.
It does.
So roll a intelligence save then, Lucas.
Oh shit! I don't have high intelligence.
Oh god.
20.
But
Okay,
you're
yeah,
still
no,
level
you don't
20.
take that damage, and you
It doesn't
think
do
that the
anything.
papers are fine.
It's because I'm asleep. I don't even realize what I'm truly signing. It totally works, but I just don't realize it.
Yeah, true.
Just continues going through the motions.
We need to hire someone as a voiceover to do the ending credits for us
Yes.
as DBZ, as the DBZ voiceover.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
that would be brilliant.
Okay, so then adding on to it, you head off to Dunwich. Lucas, do you head off with them?
Sure, but I'm gonna probably head out now.
Well, I was more just needing to know whether or not you headed off to him
Yeah, sure, I'll follow
for
him.
the Scarlet Veil stuff as well as Dunwich.
Sure, I'll follow him.
All right then. And so he spends like 5 days off in Dunwich with his father, and then he heads off into Scarlet Vale. Oh, as I finally go and get to use the notes. That was the wrong notes. Was it this one? Okay, I had it up initially. There. That's what it was. So, you go back into the magic shop, correct, Wyron?
Yes.
And so he goes and replies, "Oh, hey, you're back. Uh, so, let me go get the items." As he goes to the back, and he brings out a box of stuff. One seems to be a staff. Two seem to be wands. And then one seems to be a crystal ball.
Alrighty. And what effects do they have?
He goes and says, "The staff, I think it worked, but I can't seem to find anything with it." He holds up the first one and says, "This seems to be just a little bit extra damage." And this one also seems to do nothing, but that might just be simply attunement. And then this crystal ball, yes, it's expensive, but it also seems to do a little bit more damage.
Okay, at that point, Warren just casts Identify on each object so we can actually tell what the hell they actually are.
They seem to be new magic items that are unnamed.
Okay, well,
Alrighty.
dinner just got done, so I have to head out, guys. See ya.
Alright,
Later, man.
later. So what do you do knowing that they are unnamed?
Okay, so what exactly does the staff do?
Like metally or...
Metally, okay, because
Well, it requires attunement,
I mean, if I
but...
cast Identify on it, I get the arcane sense of what it would do for me, right?
Really? Hold on, let me
I
actually
think that's
confirm. Okay, yeah, no, I checked it out, and yeah, you are correct. So, the crystal ball, metally, adds 2d6 poison, and the first one does 1d6 poison, or adds that. the second wand does require attunement, which is probably why he couldn't seem to go and get any effect out of it. And it's a +1 wand. And it also grants you immunity to poison. And the staff also requires attunement, but the difference is you get immunity to poison as well, and also gain foldable dragon wings. Specifically, foldable green dragon wings. Thanks.
Okay. And the staff is it's an arcane focus, and it gives immunity to poison and the foldable dragon wings. That's what it does.
Yeah. It will
So
grant you
no
speed
plus
of
one or
80.
anything.
Well, flying speed of 80.
But no +1 or anything like that, right?
Nope, no +1. It's just immunity to poison and foldable dragon wings.
If I gave him more I'm gonna ask. If I gave you more dragon scales and some gold, could you make this into a +1 as well?
I'm not quite sure, but I can see what I can do.
What are the chances that the enchantments that are already on it get damaged by doing this?
Again, I'm not quite sure because I have not really worked too much with improving things that were already magical. Plus, since, as you said, it requires attunement, it's not like I can really go and check whether or not it actually did improve it.
Oh, it did.
No, I mean like whether or not the upgrades improve it. Wyron's going to ask how much he gives him for the staff. I don't know how much the course staff is normally.
Quarterstaff. Oh shoot! Let me look that up real quick.
Okay, he says, well, I will go. You've already paid me for essentially the materials, mainly since you gave them to me to just simply see what I can make. So the only thing I can really charge you for is simply the quarterstaff and my time. The quarterstaff itself is 2 silver. As for the time, I would prefer for 10 gold.
Okay. I give him. I just go ahead and I give him 11 gold and tell him keep the change for it.
All right. What about the others?
And I do believe we agreed that well,
basically, you either pay
we
him for
agreed
the
that
base item, or he pays you for the materials. But that was basically the agreement.
Yeah.
It's how much do you want a +1 wand and then a wand that does poison, as well as a crystal ball that does poison.
Well, the +1 wand could be useful for certain things, so Wyron is actually thinking
The
about taking it
+1
as
wand
well.
would also require attunement, but you do get immunity to poison as well, similar to the staff.
It's just how many attunement items can I have?
You can have 3.
3. How many do I have right now? I don't think I have anything attuned.
Yeah.
Nope.
As far as I know, you don't have any
Well-
attunement stuff.
Yeah, because the bag of holding is not an attunement item.
Nope. Neither is the
Alright.
glider.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, and how much for this one? He picks up the one with the +1 and immunity to poison.
And figures it does not have a specific wand type thing or arcane focus.
I think an arcane focus is like 50 gold. Which a wand mechanic is an arcane focus.
He goes and says, as the wand itself is 10 gold, similar to the staff, I would prefer for 10 gold for the time as well.
I'm going to go ahead and give him 20 gold then. So,
And he goes
Alright.
and says, so am I paying you for the materials on the one on and the crystal ball, or are you wanting to go and buy those as well?
material cost, please.
Um,
And they are
Yeah,
fine
but-
craftsmanship, though.
I forget how much you gave
Yes.
this guy. I think it was like
let's see.
what, 200?
I gave him 400. I gave him 400 gold, 400 dragon scales, because there's like 100 per item to
Okay,
use and
yeah.
like see what they're doing. And if he had any left over or anything like that, I'll sell them to him. And I also still have 200 green dragon scales.
Yeah, I know you did.
Uh,
It's how
which
much I
are also
feel that those would be worth.
worth. Yeah. Are we talking silver or gold?
It would definitely
Depends.
be gold. For 200 dragon scales. Oh yeah, to be fair, also mind you, Connor would be back at this point. Same with Mara.
Yeah, I plan to pick them up.
Um. mm, He gives you 200 gold for the scales. So essentially, just call it 1 gold per scale, since it was a
Yeah,
green dragon.
that's what I was kind of thinking. Yeah. I still have 200 of those. I wonder if I could convince him to buy those as well. Just to get them out of my inventory.
I mean, it's up to you.
I'll ask him if he's interested in them.
Well, that would allow me to experiment some more and possibly make and sell magic items. So yeah, I'll buy them
I have
for
200
200
more.
gold.
All right. I will transfer those over to him, and
So he
Then,
gives you the 400 gold, and picks up the 200 green giant scales.
and I'm also going to tell him, since I figured out what the staff does, I'm going to tell him what it does, and yeah, and tell him that we're looking to make you another one of these, and if you can figure out how to make it a +1 as well, well, send a message to me through the Adventurers Guild, and I'll be back to see about improving this.
He goes and asks you for your name.
My name is Wyron, and well, technically, I have a. He has a like a family name, but he's not supposed to use it ever, so he doesn't use it
It's
because his
Fire
last
and
name
Mistra, isn't it?
it's Mistral, but which can be traced back to Mistra, and yeah, and so he's not allowed to use it. If he asks for it, Wyron will give it to this guy, but he will not. But he doesn't. He's kind of like Wyron Mistral, and his name is in the guild. It's just it's also like he paid like an extra bit of money to the guild to make sure that it's not on his card, and it's not a public thing. And his mom and them helped him do that because they don't want it to be publicized. But yeah. But yeah,
Alright.
so if he has to, he'll tell them his last name so that they can find him and stuff.
He
And
probably
Wyron's
would
not
ask
definitely
for
a
that just
common name.
simply so that he can make sure that it does get to the right Wyron. Because you never know, there
Yeah.
might be multiple Wyrons in the actual guild's registry. Some might be dead, and
Yeah.
if they send it to that person, then it's like, hi. Ghost comes up as like, wait, you're not the Wyron I sent. It's like, you called for a Wyron. I'm here. Why did you want to contact a ghost? Hence why he would ask for the name. So
Yeah.
you did tell him, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Which is, yeah, I would. But yeah. So yeah, now if when he does figure it out, yeah. And of course, I now have 477 gold, 242 platinum, 160 silver, and 9 electrum. Which deposit that into the bank, and then go say hi to Mara and Connor.
Alright. Oh. Whoops. I forgot that his health was still at negative 35. No, it should have been at 89. So Connor then comes back with his amazing 23 AC. Yeah, Connor's very much a tank. And same with Mara and her staff of healing.
Oh yeah.
So, do you want to leaving the city for for next week? Because there will be something from that princess with Mara leaving the city. And Hazio might want to be there for it just in case he wants to earn like some favor with Mara.
I'm trying to get him to come back, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that we can't force them, but yeah, and nothing else. I do have a plan for you guys to go get to Sheathia, at least decently.
Yeah. I now have disguised self.
Yeah. The only thing that's now
And
kind of an issue is the fact that you guys technically can't know who you're searching for.
searching for and what?
You guys asked about where they went. You never asked what they looked like.
Oh, oh shit,
Yeah.
the cultist. Yeah, fuck. I
Yeah,
mean,
I was sitting here being like, do I tell them and possibly be called out for railroading, or do I just let this go? And I just chose to let it go and see where you guys go. It's like, now you guys are chasing coaches without knowing what the coaches look like.
damn it.
But yeah, the cultists are going to be very interesting for when you guys actually do start dealing with the cultists.
Mm-hmm.
It's just unfortunately for you guys, you'll have no idea what the cultists look like. Alright, so anyway, I don't mind seeing it now. But I did intend to see it at the. Oh, right. I should have muted myself before I started talking about that, but anyway, at least I muted myself before I actually figured out about it. But yeah, like I said, the initial plan for this was actually quite different. And then, well, at least the initial plan for this session was a whole lot different than what it was normally. So I did intend for them to go to see meet MA, and then kind of head over to here. The assassin, or at least the main assassin that did all the fire stuff, is actually around Fox Range right now. Oh, because I will say this, at least one was a magical girl. Specifically, one was a magical girl of fire. I'm not gonna say how many were magical girls, but just know one was a magical girl, and started it. But yeah, it was definitely a very fun session, and I initially planned for them to have done like that essentially, or rather, more technically possible, that and take like 22 hours. Actually, yeah, no. Yeah, no, they could have gotten there with about a half hour to spare. It's just they would not have been able to have done much in Fox Range. And they would not have been able to have gone off to Ellsbury if they were heading off to Sheethia. But it is what it is. They decided to go to Ellsbury and not ask about what the cultists looked like. Funny enough, I did not actually plan for any one of the cultists, but and nothing else, I could have just rolled up like quick classes. Well, I could have rolled up like quick races, as either that or just made it so that's like they really only saw one. But that would be about it. The hockey mask also is being asked by Wyron, and which was essentially just like it's a pseudo magic item. And the fact that it does subtract 3 from face damage, but that's about it. hockey mask literally will have you still face, for the most part, a lot of the punch and a lot of the headbutt. But it's not going to do much, and it will only affect you if you're being punched in the face or headbutt. Because obviously it's a face mask. It's not going to help you with any other thing. Um. Um. Also, I will state this now, but Connor was actually being trained by various people. And in Shithia, there's actually a new person being added to a network, and he was being trained to be a part of that network. So a little bit interesting and food for thought. But the actual change between like going for the cultist to going for the little dragon is, I was designing Ellsbury as like this little draconic type town specifically for a red dragon, and so I essentially did like this typical road that's the Malfilani and paved road, because they do trade with well, Malfilana does trade with Gringa, and they trade with basically a lot of people. Basically consider them the US, and they trade with like so many people that it's actually quite insane. And so what I designed this as was kind of like this kind of soft rocky area here that's kind of like smaller volcanic rock. Here was definitely volcanic rock, but it's not quite as bad and just gets hit like very hard. Up here I planned for the aircon, and it's kind of was like when I saw this, it's like it kind of made me think about a dragon spire, and it's in a area where, at least if I'm correct in the fact that they do work by the by mountains. It is technically very possible for a red dragon and to consistently attack Ellsbury. So I essentially did and had it come in every month. I intended for them to go in there and either A, piss off the people for Mount Inferno, or just depending on how I felt, just considered it a new dragon that was from there. I did intend for them to beat the dragon, and hence why it was only an adult. It was not an ancient, and so don't worry about that. They hands down could have taken it because it was 3-on-1. Well, technically 6-on-1, and 3 of them had magical girl powers. There's something that has only 256 HP is probably not going to last very long. It was probably going to go down in like maybe 3 turns if it was lucky. Like it may have gone off a breath weapon and then like 3 attacks, but that was about the most I would have suspected out of that dragon, and that's about the most I suspected that dragon to be capable of. I mean, obviously the worst one to have gotten hit by it would have been Kirk. Other than Kirk, it's just like, hi, nothing can really harm him. Well, it's not really gonna do much besides 2 NPCs, so I figured it was not gonna be that much of a threat. And they could have taken down a dragon and possibly got a reward for it. They chose not to, so the dragon lives to fight another day, and they can deal with it at some other point. So yeah. That was essentially all that kind of went on with this. To be fair, I also did not really ever expect to be using this map again, so I am glad that, despite the fact that this was like session 5, that we still do turn to this occasionally. I do like doing that. And if they do consistently do that, I might go and start having them do like certain gifts, or at least is have them have certain quests with rewards possibly planned out. That way they can essentially help out people that they've essentially gone and helped out before. One such notable is the people here, which I'm still kind of surprised that I never used her. I honestly expected them to go over and talk to the cat girl, but they surprisingly never did. They never talked to the cat girl. She just essentially stood there and poured glasses. That was about it. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that. I definitely know that I have about 52 minutes of editing before I figured out that, yeah, this little blue bar was not moving because as I did it again and had this be the only thing that actually was recording sound. Like, legitly, my only sound device was literally the default sound device. So when I did the prelude to this, it was not there. And neither was me for the first like 52 minutes. Now I'm not sure if I'm gonna just forgo it and just upload it kind of like what I did with session 6, but I hopefully shouldn't, since session 6 was just like it's a full 3 hours I have to do it, and I just could not be bothered. Or like it was literally like, hi, this is just a combat. It's literally uninteresting, and I can't really piece together much dialogue besides, oh hey, it's taking this much damage, it's now bleeding, it's now blah blah blah. Like, legitly, there's almost nothing interesting and for me to actually go and do with it. That's why I just kept pushing it off and off and off, and then it's like, I think it was around September or so that we got. I say no, it was not September. I think it was like, it was done all the way back in like June, essentially. Well, June or July. And it took till like what, December, or December or November for it to be uploaded. Like, it was insane. It was insane how backed up that got. So hopefully this does not get to that point. As for you all to know how backed up this is, as this is January 10th, and I believe the latest episode is... Hold on, let me quickly check that. Okay, the latest was as 10.5, the Holy Cow, which was at least it was kind of one of those things where it's like, yes, it's something that is lore, and technically something that did canonically happen, but it's also one of the ones that's like, it was first roleplay, because literally a player was here, and I had nothing else. So it's like, we decided to run it. And it was actually not that bad. Hence why we did start to go into the roleplay side more. And we are consistently liking it, even though it's only 3 players. It's also kind of why I'm now planning combat more for like 3 players, and if like more people come in, then it's like, okay, sure. I mean, at the very most, I should plan it for like essentially 7, and mainly being like Wyron, Lucas, Wretched, and then like the NPCs that they kind of go in and control for the most part. But yeah, like I said, I try not to have too many NPCs. More they just kind of bring along now. Simple as that. Same thing with JoJo, Kirk, Thalia. They at least bought. Connor also bought. So fair enough on both of those two. But yeah. I hope you all enjoyed like what session 19 or so. So we're about like I think we're like 19 back, unless there was like an 11.5 or something that I am not counting or not figuring out. But yeah. Either way, it's like I hold on. Let me keep track of this. Okay, so if this was not delayed, then do keep in mind that this was supposed to have been around on March, I think, 10th or 17th. So yeah, like the second or third week in March, depending on whether or not I actually did, did the math correctly and remembered a 0.5 that was there. Who really knows? But yeah, pretty fun. Pretty fun session, and we do finally get Mara back, so they will now be able to go and use a healer. Who, if you guys don't remember who Mara is, she is the cleric that does have a quote-unquote staff of healing. And so, if you don't remember that one, then, and you're watching this, then just go back to when they fought the dragon, which I believe was session... Yeah, it was session 11, so actually it should be the next one. Like, literally, the one that I uploaded this week, which is this, either that or the one after, one of those two should be the dragon fight. So do please watch that one if you have not watched it already. And ultimately, I hope to see you all next week. Wednesday at about, I think, 10 as usual. Either that or 8, one of the two. Those are usually when I upload. And hopefully I see you all on Twitch around, well, it's 10 a.m. or 8 a.m. that I upload for our PSD, and then like I stream on that day usually around like 1 p.m. PST, 4 p.m. EST. So I do occasionally do these, mind you. So if you do want to see me kind of get behind the creator, and occasionally see me do things like this, then yeah. Because to be fair, I also did change up this on stream, mainly because it was one of those things where it's like, I saw this upper part, and I'm literally just like, yeah, no, F that. I am making it so that you can't go and, well, so that it doesn't look as copy-pasted, like library, I'll say like it was casino, inn, I'll say guild / tavern, bank, library, then like sub shop or inn, then inn, and then like housing area type plan. I just didn't want it to be like that, so I changed this one up on stream and did a couple other things. So ultimately, I'll see everyone just whenever I next see you all. Okay, so something massive is about to occur in this. So if you remember last episode, where they visited Dalmorn, which was absolutely massacred. Everybody had things stolen, and many things were burned, and just magic was going all over the place. Now, is about to have an act of terrorism. in this entire place. So, something that I was intending for them to do last episode is now going to bite them in the back that they did not do it. So I intended for them to ask about what they looked like in here. They never did. So they just went straight off to Ellsbury, had no idea on what they were looking for, and did not check around. Had they checked around to Ellsbury, Golden Leaf, and Fox Range, in Fox Range, they actually would have found this Yanti temple. Now, keep in mind her HP. She was intended to have been fought last episode. So yeah, tons of things are going down. And if you remember the fact that there's fire on one. Now the lore about Fox Range and Shithia in general, it's all made out of wood. It is a wooded city. So, hi. Fire person right there wanting to claim and steal everything. Just absolutely going and demonstrous on the city. What they are going to do, and I feel so bad for this, is they are going to have portals open up under everything that is supposed to be useful, or at least kind of like merchandise type stuff, and have that all fall down. And after they've cleaned out every store, they are burning that store to the ground. And nobody can really fight back. So that's essentially an entire capital just absolutely annihilated. Because, like, very little is actually going to be able to respond to them. Because, like, here's some magic things here. So, as you can tell, that is 2,600,000 feet. Right over here is 1,728,000 feet. So, from what I've at least looked up, oh, wait a minute, hold on, let me actually see that. Okay, no, I was thinking slightly incorrect. So, yeah, the actual number, was 157,480. That was the actual number for smoke to be seen. At least according to this. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but yeah, it's going to be good enough for me. Now, if you compare that number to both these numbers, it means that they can't actually see the smoke. So, literally, any sort of acts of terrorism, they can only be prevented by the normal acts that would actually be used to prevent it. And so, unfortunately for them, it's like, literally, it's just like, oh, hey, that thing's on fire. It's like, why is that on fire? Quickly rush, and chances are they're going to be able to get away just scot-free again. And because they just, like, there's nobody to stop them. And, like, a lot of the people, even MA's forces, cannot stop magical girls that well. That's the funny thing. You can really, a magical girl can really only be beaten by another magical girl. And so that means that a good amount of damage is actually going to occur to Fox Range. Whether they like it or not, there's going to be some damage. And I really feel bad that they are going to have several pieces of damage go to Fox Range. And literally nobody be able to say pretty much anything about it. In fact, they might have like several points where literally it's like, "Hi, attack, 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 attack," and so after like 2 or 3 days, they've cleaned out all the stores in Fox Range and burned basically everything. And so, it's kind of one of those things where it's like it's kind of hard to state. So they might have actually gotten word, or well, they'll probably be getting word that Fox Range has been attacked, or that there's terrorists around and about in Shethia. Specifically around Fox Range, and with a massive terrorist attack, including massive fire to the entire city. And if they're smart, that will prompt them to go to Fox Range, where they're at least going to find out that one of them is a magical girl in what seems to be this like Yonti type thing, or at least somebody that seemed like a snake person. As they go and just sliver into a hole upon seeing other people arrive. And depending on how fast they get out of the car, if they see Mara come out of the car, they will alert. They will be alerted to something, and things will go down. As I told one of the people, things with where we are at are going to be huge. There will be a bunch of things happening, and I honestly can't wait. I can't wait to see how the players react and overcome these. But at the same time, there's going to be so many things that I am going to feel sorry that I'm dealing to my players. So, players, if you're watching this, sorry for what's about to occur. But, hopefully Fox Rage goes in and shows you guys a lesson to actually make sure you get facts so you can go around and check. Because you 100% could have gotten this Yonti here, or before they did any damage to Fox Range. But, you didn't get the information you needed, and so, well, you didn't go to the places you needed to check, and you didn't get the information you needed, so, what's done is done. Fox Range is going to be burned, and that's just the consequences for what you forgot to ask.